What's up, everybody? You know what we do. It's Nice Guy Indie Podcast, and it's Wednesday night. We talk to wrestlers. We watch wrestling, and we have fun with all this stuff. We have Johnny Lee next to me.
What's up?
We got Southern Outlaw, Chris Blade in the house.
The one and only, baby.
And our special guest tonight is Kellin Craven. What's up, Kellin?
Finally in the studio.
Finally, we had to beg you, man, to get you in here.
Hey, he's
But
been
no, we
a busy
appreciate
man.
you coming. I know you're a busy guy, and we're big fans of yours, and especially this guy, Chris Blade. He is the biggest fan of yours. I've seen on your Facebook page, like all the pictures you have of fans is with him. So
This man has slept with your shirt beside his bed for a year, begging and pleading for Kellin Craven to be inside the studio. Just so
he don't never show up unless like you or a Paige or Nate or somebody like that comes. He's like, I gotta go. I'm Kellen's biggest friend. I gotta go.
You said that this is like your O shirt, and you said that I'm the only one that's got this, right?
Yeah. I only was able to print about 2 of them. One went to you, and I don't know who got the other one. Either Morgan got it, or my aunt got it, or something. There's only one other one, and someone in my family has it.
I think
Laney's
or Lane or whatever her name's got it.
Yeah, Laney.
Yeah.
Yeah, she might have it. I don't know. I have no idea. But I never did get around to printing them. But I got 2 trial runs of it, and you got one of them, brother.
Right.
That's right. You should feel very honored.
And now you sleep with it next to your bed.
Yeah, he does.
You say little
He's
prayers
lying.
to it.
He told me about that.
Johnny, you a lie.
It's your favorite shirt.
Dear
Why
Kellin
wouldn't
Craven,
you?
please come on the podcast.
And his prayer has finally worked.
I'm here to answer all your prayers, brother.
After a year.
He don't believe in Santa Claus no more. He believes in Kellin Craven.
Hey, that's just
after
as
a year
good.
and a half.
That's true.
After a year and a half of praying, we finally got you on here because you're a busy man. So
He really is.
He's out there kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah, he's the desired pro wrestling champion.
World Heavyweight Champion, Desire Pro Wrestling. Yes, sir.
Victor Vargas said, more like smelling Craven.
Victor Vargas.
Didn't he wrestle barefoot and like a wild man straight out the woods? What do
Yeah.
you mean? Don't come for me about smelling.
Oh, we got Big John Gilbert in here already.
Oh,
He said,
Big John
Kellin is
Gilbert.
the man.
I love Big John. Big John's my dude.
He still wants that autograph, too.
who's this guy? Who's this guy?
I'll autograph his picture for you all.
Oh, there
you
you
can
go.
give it to him.
Hell yeah, that sounds good.
Why didn't we get him to autograph that when we?
I don't know.
I know,
Probably
right?
it's all black. Where's he
Yeah.
gonna sign on his
I know.
face?
I don't
He'd have
think
to use a white one.
I don't
That's
think he
true.
thought it out right. I don't think he thought.
That's Bandito.
He's like, how am I gonna sign this shit?
He trying to act like Zorro's what he looks like.
He inspired Bandito's name.
Zorro wannabe.
Zorro wannabe.
Why? Because his hat's black. Usually he wears a white mask.
True.
Tonight he's just doing his thing. Decided to change it up for once.
Oh Lord, there's Morgan's favorite, Orange Cassidy.
Silver Sharpie. That's what John Gilbert said that he'll use.
You know what? Speaking of firsts, and you being the only person to have that shirt and first time things, this is my very first episode of Dynamite. I have never watched AEW before.
Really?
Ever. Never watched the one episode.
Exactly.
I've seen segments and like highlights and YouTube videos and stuff, but I've never sat down and watched an episode.
We usually use it when we're bullshitting around tables, just us hanging out, and it's right there. Just in case you want to watch it.
Always. It's always good to watch wrestling.
Oh, we got Chucky Smooth tuning in. What's up, Chucky?
What's up, Mr. Chucky?
You know who that is? That's a legend of Kentucky Pro Wrestling.
Yes, sir.
Damn good guy. So, Kellin, what inspired you to get into professional wrestling?
Well, it was always in my life, watching it with my dad growing up in the living room. It's just my earliest memories. As soon as I think back about anything, it's sitting in the living room with my dad watching wrestling. So that's how the love started. But the inspiration to actually do it myself, I mentioned this on your live, Chris, was Alex Zane. And seeing somebody from my area, from a similar friend group as me, get to the height that he has and be as big a star as he's become, do what he does all over the country, it was inspiration that I can do it too. That it's not just for guys from LA with, you know, whatever, all these connections and stuff, that even someone from a little old Kentucky town can take it all the way and even get signed by NXT for a little bit. That You can go everywhere.
Kind of like Ricochet, who's from Paducah,
Yes,
Kentucky.
sir. I always forget about that.
I didn't even realize that until just a couple of months ago, and I was like, oh shit, he really is a Kentucky guy.
Kellin, like I look at you, and then I look at me, and then I look at people like Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy, like your size and my size. Like that tells me just because of my size, that don't mean that I can't be a professional wrestler. You know?
Are you calling me small, Chris?
I didn't say that.
Chris,
If I was gonna call you small, I'd be like, Kellin, you're small, but I didn't say that.
I'm just messing
Okay.
with you, dude.
Okay.
Half
I
shots
love
tune
Darby
in.
Allin.
Who?
Half shots tune in. Also, Chucky's Move said, hey fellas, hope all is well. I hope all is well with you too, Chucky.
Half shot, you're done, son. You're done.
But hey,
Hey, don't talk to my boy like that.
yeah, don't talk to this boy like that.
Half shot's my guy.
That's right. Also, you've been training. I hear that you got a big match coming up.
Yeah, it's that's definitely one way to put it. You know, this is gonna be one of the biggest fights of my life. Definitely of my very young career. But it's not something I'm looking forward to. I've definitely had big matches before with the likes of Jake Christ, and I was in TPI. I've done all these great things I got to look forward to, be excited to wake up the next morning like it was Christmas Day or something. But this is not one of those things. I'm not looking forward to this match. No matter how great the show is going to be, this is not something that I'm excited to take part in.
And-
I could tell the just the emotion heading into that match,
Yeah.
because that's your brother. That's who you thought was your brother, and
Thought
he's
he
chosen
was.
you.
Yeah.
If I was in that position, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, it's just like I told Chris on his live. That show is filled with talent. That battle royal to start the show and the pre-show is stacked.
And also, I'm going to bring that up about what we was talking about yesterday on my live, because I brought it up to you, and you agree with me 100% about the whole battle royal. Your former tag team partner, Jake Torrance, y'all known as the Outlast. I know a lot of people know are familiar with you all. You're all's tag team and know you and Jake. Like I said, at his return match, the day he returns, out of all the people he could have chose, he chose you.
That
Why?
battle royal is stacked with people begging for a one-on-one match on the show. People who could easily main event any given show anywhere in the Midwest, and nobody would bat an eye seeing some of these guys in main event spots. So many people Jake could have picked to come back. Anybody. But he wanted me.
I seen that Andrew Duke Browning was live. Andrew, hope everything's all right with your grandma, and so prayers up for you, buddy. So
Yes, sir. Everything, all the good vibes I could possibly send to you, Andrew. And once everything gets squared away, I'll do another live with you, brother.
Jake Weber said, Kellin Craven.
I love my boy Weber.
Hey, I tell you what, this has been huge because we've watched you since last year take
Yeah.
part in some of the greatest matches.
I appreciate that.
And here you are, Desire Pro Wrestling Champion, the heavyweight champion of Desire Pro. And you got to go into this match this Saturday, knowing full well that this guy that's supposed to be your brother, well, was your brother, is jealous of that. It's jealous of your success.
You know, no matter what heights Outlast reached, it ended. You know, we achieved what we achieved, and we didn't even achieve everything I thought we could achieve because he had to step away. And ever since he's been gone, I've done nothing but try to build myself, build Kellin Craven, build the cult of Craven, whatever you want to call it. I've been working on me and myself and my craft on my own, one-on-one, no longer with a tag team partner to rely on to have my back, just me.
Facts.
And I've had to build from the ground up. See, you probably do know, actually, one of the few people that might know, from the very, very beginning of Generation Next, I had one match with Adam Swayze, and right after that, Outlast. Immediately, from the very beginning, when my gear was skinny jean shorts, knee pads, and shoes. No kick pads yet. I couldn't afford them. And I was teaming in Outlast. I had no identity on my own. And to be left high and dry by my brother, he had to do what he had to do. I'm not trying. Him stepping away was a mutual agreement, so I never want to make it seem like he left me hanging. But professionally, he left me hanging, and I had to defend myself on my own. I had to figure out who I was, not as a member of Outlast, but who Kellin Craven was. And I built everything that I built and became Desire World Champion, and now he wants to pop back up and threaten all of that.
Hey, you guys supported January. He said this. He said, I never even wore my Outlast shirt. It's like I knew something. Join the cult.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Skullface Records is here. He said this. Skullface Records supports Kellin. This is Craven country.
Hashtag walk with Kellin.
That's right.
That's it, man.
Well, Skullface is going to be on here when?
In May 11th.
May 11th. It's going to be Skullface Records, and Hide the Riot is going to be in the
Damn
studio.
straight. But you know what? I like how he's trying to paint that's your fault that he's left the business.
Right.
And that's, I don't see it like that. I see it like this. He had to step away. You didn't have to. You decided to branch out and build your name up. He's mad about that. Well, he can't be mad because he has to be okay with you because you decided you're going to carry the torch and you were going to continue.
Right.
So, if for him to choose you, that's a backstab move right there.
It is. It's 100. I was blindsided when his video came out. I knew that I was going to be a part of this show, coming together to support Larry D. I knew that Kellin Craven was going to have a high-profile match. You can't have a Generation Next show without me somewhere on it. I knew it was coming, especially with Desire being involved. I'm the Desire World Champion. I knew somebody was going to step up to challenge me for my title.
I mean, it kind of was like, so like he walked in with like his hood when he took it off. I'm like, I'm like, it's no way. It's his former tag team partner. I'm like, what the hell? Like it threw me off guard. Like,
oh, it threw me off guard too.
You were expecting something else, and it ended up being
I
Jake.
didn't know who was going to be. I didn't know if it'd be, I don't know, Gaston. I didn't know if it would be Jake Christ, somebody from my past, anybody to flip their hood
Or
up.
even Nate Gnarly.
Nate Gnarly, Nate and I, have we wrestled in Generation Next?
I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember.
We had a tag.
Yeah.
We were in a big
Yeah.
multi-tag thing.
Yeah.
So we've
triple threat.
We've crossed paths and teamed up. I would have loved to give Nate a shot at the belt, but that's just not who flipped their hood up, and it was my own brother.
Yeah.
That's
So you're putting the belt up for on the line over
Yes,
there.
yes. Me
Oh, wow.
versus Jake Torrance is for the Desire World Championship.
Man, this is a mega show coming up
Yes.
this Saturday.
Yes,
guys,
it
if
is.
you guys got to get down to Cynthiana and go to Legends Never Die show. Tickets are how much? You know, $10 at the door.
Not
maybe?
off the top of my head. I do not know
Front
the
row,
prices.
front row sold out was $20, and
So $10 or $15, I think.
I think second's 15. I'm not for sure. Max, if you're watching, don't hold me to that because
Yeah,
I'm not
Max
for
is
sure.
watching.
But, yeah.
Max has joined in to watch.
Hell yeah,
And
Max.
Jace Weber said, had to get Kellin Craven and Dr. Cannibal in some videos.
Yes, yes, absolutely. James has an incredible Halloween persona that he's just the life of the town every October. It's so cool. I've actually never gotten to go through his haunted house or anything to get to experience it myself, but I would love to do something with that. We'll be in touch around October, brother.
That's right. Oh, that's it. Maxx Sledd said $20 floor seats, 15 general admission bleachers.
Okay, cool. You hear it. $15 general admission.
That's
I
right.
didn't get my front row seat, so
Front row seat good. You want that hug when I come out?
of course, always.
Man, this is going to be a hell of a show. How many there was, what, 10 matches?
Yeah, it feels like 10.
It feels
There's
like
been some shuffling going on. I feel like
Yeah.
it's almost multiplying and growing every day.
I
Yeah.
know Adrian Alexander is going to be defending the belt against
Mickey Midas.
Mickey Midas down there.
God,
And
what
that's-
a match.
That's going to be awesome. So
What
that's
a
going to
match.
steal the show right there. You got your match, and that match is going to. I think it's going to steal the show. Everything down there is packed. Though.
And that's the thing. Any given match can completely steal
Yeah.
the show. This show, top to bottom, is one of the best professional wrestling shows, not just in the state of Kentucky, not just in the Midwest, that you can find anywhere. This is top to bottom. I'm talking from the pre-show battle royal to whatever the main event is going to be. We don't even know what it is yet. Whatever it is, I know it's just going to be awesome.
So
That's right.
Who was the champ?
It was Drew Dillinger.
Yep.
Drew
it's
Dillinger.
Drew.
He got hurt, right, or
Yep.
something?
Yes, I do
And-
not know all the details. Drew Dillinger keeps to himself.
I see it on the page recently that they're still trying to find two
But he's
Hey,
he's relinquished the title though, right?
Yes.
that's just in. Maxx Sledd says, I'm announcing the main event tonight on this show. Legends Never Die.
There we have it.
All right, okay,
we will
sounds
learn what
good.
that main event is going to be here
Yes,
tonight.
we will.
I thought the main event was for the old PGW heavyweight.
That's the semi-main.
Okay.
The Gen Next Championship is the main event.
I know
That's
I know
right.
it was one of the championships.
It was going to be the unification, and so the PTW would have been the main event.
Right.
But now that Drew is pulled out, it's Lotus
right.
versus Big Brandon Taggart.
That's right.
Big Bad for the PTW strap.
So
We're
the
big Lotus
at
fans.
some point they're
I
gonna.
love Lotus. He's
So at some
good.
point they're gonna have that match of the unify.
They'll eventually be unified. I would imagine. I'm not booking the show or anything.
Oh, we got Omega tuning in too.
What's up,
Big
Omega?
What's up, Omega?
Big O.
Pitbull Fitness, guys. You gotta get up there and get to Pitbull Fitness up in Louisville if y'all guys want to get worked out.
What's
Omega's
up,
got
Half
you.
Shot?
Half shot.
Half shot, what's
Dog.
Hey,
Ricky the Rodent.
they won him at
Ricky the
Appalachian
Rodent.
Mountain Wrestling.
What's his name? Ricky the
Yeah,
Rodent.
Ricky the Rodent. Ricky the Mouse.
Oh, that got me.
He said Ricky the Rodent.
Ricky the Rodent.
Hey, do you
That's
think
awesome.
Gonna be a big star in this business.
do you think Franklin Bernard really got hurt, or
I
that
don't.
he decided that he needed an excuse to get out of the match?
I don't believe a word that comes out of Franklin Bernard's mouth at any given point in time. But I'm not one to deny injuries. Definitely don't want to participate in
Yep.
this sport when you got anything going on physically. But
Yep.
it's Franklin Bernard. We'll have quotation marks. Max did the right
Yes.
thing with that with that post.
You
Okay.
want to know my honest opinion? I think he's scared of Paige, and that's why he backed out. To be honest.
Paige is scary.
She's so awesome, man. Paige
She
so
is,
awesome.
but Lord, don't make my mama mad.
She got that punch
She
too.
came in here to the podcast studio and just blew us the hell away in here. She's so talented. She's so funny. She's got so many great stories.
Oh, I've had a few road trips with her, and
Yeah.
she can talk for hours, and you'll never get tired, never get bored, never want to hear her stop. She just keeps
Why-
telling
we-
these incredible
That's
stories.
right.
We had her booked for tomorrow with
Priscilla.
Priscilla, the astrologer that comes on, and I was looking forward to that so
Oh, that
much.
would have been a killer show.
So we're gonna redo that one. We're gonna reschedule that one, and so hopefully some wires got crossed with Priscilla, and I texted her and invited her to the show, and then she's like, "You didn't invite me to the show," and I was like, I showed her the text, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you did invite me to the show.
Yeah,
I'm
she
sorry."
raged at me first about it.
So she's she got on her asses, but we figured it out, and so hopefully she's coming next on May
Yep,
the
she
4th.
is coming May 4th.
And hopefully we can get Paige come too. So and then we'll just have that show because that's going to be great.
That's going to be amazing.
yeah, because she loves to talk about Paige loves to talk about ghost tales
And
and astrology and all
spirituality,
that.
and that's what Priscilla's all about too.
And Priscilla is just so knowledgeable with all her stuff.
Andrew commented and said Jake is a bum.
Jake is far from a bum, but
He says that about everybody.
he is definitely not physically a bum. I teamed with him for years. I know exactly.
So he
what
walked away for a while, but he's coming back.
He did. He had some personal things that needed to be dealt with. The business took a toll on his mental state, his relationships, everything in his real world life was getting drained by professional wrestling, and now he's decided that it's my fault that it was so taxing on him and his mental state and his personal life. He's decided somehow, some way, I made him do this or do that, or
That's a definite betrayal right there.
it is, especially the way we parted ways so mutual.
And
It was-
he acts like you never checked up on him.
What do you
I've got the text logs, brother. I can pull my phone out right now and show you the
what do you
unanswered
think about
texts.
Orange Cassidy as a wrestler?
Oh, I love Orange Cassidy.
He reminds me of you, and him remind me of each other in the ring a lot. I'm serious.
Except
like,
his character is
so
different.
his character, when he starts out the show, he does a pocket thing, but when he really does wrestle,
When he breaks it down, he reminds we remind you of
and
each
you
other.
and you and Nate remind me of each other. Y'all's whole style.
Yes,
Like, so it's kind of like his style when he's not playing the little. I wish he would get out of that gimmick of playing the whole.
Oh, we got
pockets.
Jay Money watching too.
Hop on the money train,
Jay
baby.
Money,
Jay
my
Money.
dog.
But you
Oh.
guys all have that similar, like just smaller, wiry, just high flying.
Reckless,
no
no regard for their body.
Yeah,
I feel
that.
that. Yeah, a lot of Darby Allin in me.
Yeah, Darby Allin.
And
Yeah.
you might be, well, Nate Larry himself said this.
Orange
You might
Cassidy's
be his long lost son.
Hey, we've had that theory more than once.
Who,
Me and
Nate?
We look alike. We got tattoos.
Is he
We
on-
wrestle
Is
alike.
he on? Nate on
No,
that?
not
Oh,
right now.
No. Yeah, y'all do wrestle a lot. Yeah, y'all wrestle a lot like.
It was a running joke that
Love that guy.
Jake and I were his long lost children.
I love that guy, man. I last time he was on, he got drunk as hell.
That drunk ass skunk.
It's my fault. I admit it. I take
love
blame.
Nate. Nate's one of my wrestling big brothers.
He's so
for sure.
cool. And then I didn't. He lost the championship and didn't come. Walked away from the wrestling for a while. But he'll be back at the show this weekend, right?
Yes, he is in some like brutal street fight. I don't know what the stipulation is. You'll have to double check the card, but I know he's wrestling.
He's awesome.
He's
Brawler
fighting
Morrison.
Bruiser Brawler Morrison.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
In an anything goes match.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's not even a wrestling anymore. You were right. I think you just called it a fight. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
a fight.
That's a fight. That's
And
not a
Jay
wrestling
Money
match.
said, "What's up, guys? Y'all ready for Saturday?"
What's up, Jay Money?
Jay Money.
You
Hey,
know-
I saw you get added to that big 6-man tag match. You think I'm not watching the announcements? I saw you. I'm proud of you, brother.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Now it's J Money, Max, and Paige. It was Lotus, Max, and Paige, but they had to, because of Lotus being in the championship match.
Yep.
They put J Money in there.
Jay Money.
Jay Money brings the energy, baby.
We had
He
Jay
does.
Money booked for the show once. I think he canceled on us.
Wow.
That's not his fault though.
Yeah.
There's
Whose fault is it? Yours?
no, it's not my fault.
Yeah, fucking. Give me that bat.
I'll get it
I
back.
told you not to let. I told you.
Where's half shot?
I
He,
told-
he needs another crack with that bat, brother.
Hey,
buddy.
one more canceled, Johnny.
I
One more
can't.
cancel. One more
I
canceled.
cannot uncancel someone. I ain't got the power.
Okay, well, you say, next time tell them, say it's their fault, not yours.
It is their fault. Well, no, it's not.
It's all how dare they have personal things.
Yeah, how
All
dare
on
you?
them.
Never cancel the podcast.
Oh, James Weber said.
No, we do appreciate everybody.
James Weber said, "W sucks. AW is better. Killing with the House of Black. Call it the Cult of Black." Oh, that actually sounds good.
We got the cult of Craven.
Yeah, the Cult of Craven.
We got the damn cult leader in the house right now.
Brand new T-shirts available this Saturday.
That's awesome. What
right.
What made you go with the roses?
Well, it's really synonymous with what I was trying to do. You look into different cults from movies
Yeah.
and real life. It's very, very like Midsommar, very cult affiliated.
Yeah.
A lot of the flowers and stuff. I have another design that has blood red roses. I'm gonna get that printed on a black shirt, and
I like it. I think it's cool.
I love it.
I use it
love
in the thumbnail,
My buddy Austin Shanks, shout out to my boy. He's always there with a cool design for me, but he absolutely knocked this one out of the park.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
did.
And Maxx Sledd, he just chimed in. He said, "He shall faces Marty Clay for the APW title. AJ Alexander versus Mickey Myers, Nice Guy Bandy Podcast Championship. Maxx Sledd, Page, and Jay Money versus Tyler Lee, Deputy, Sinclair, Bentley, and Derek James. If Team Page wins, she gets Franklin Bernard, just like we always said." Oh, man. Look at that. Zodi versus Blake. Hey, Alexis Littlefoot versus Maria. Yeah, she gonna be taking on Amazing Maria.
Maria's back in the mix.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's got right here.
If he just now posted that comment, I'd imagine it's factual. That's great.
Yeah, and now he's got you, brother versus brother, Kellin versus Torrance, street fight between Brawler Morrison versus Nate Nardi in the Gimmick Battle Royal. But tonight, I have an announcement to make for the main event. So we got that
Did
to
he
look
make it, or
forward.
was he just hyping it up?
He just
He's
hyped
hyping it up.
All right,
He's
gotta
good.
He's
Tell
got
him
to
to-
stir the pot, baby.
Tell his ass to call in here.
I will. Hold up.
Tell him he can call in and say it in person.
Let me get the number for him.
I'm gonna get his ass in this studio at some point.
Kellin, Big John said, Kellin versus John, May the 6th.
Kellin, tell
Yes,
Max.
it is May the 6th. Me versus Big John.
Tell
at,
Max-
NAWE.
Tell Max how good how nice the
EWA, you
podcast
mean?
studio is.
This is very, very, very nice. I'll be honest. I was very, very surprised when I first walked in.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
thought we was half
I knew,
shit.
no,
We
I
ain't
didn't think-
playing, man.
I
We
didn't have
doing this
any
shit for real.
Preconceived notions. Hey, here's my boy.
Yeah. Darby Allen.
It looks great on Facebook.
Yeah.
But sometimes like
You get the-
production setup
Yeah.
just like you can set anything up with a camera in front of it and the right amount of lighting, and anything would look great. So I definitely had that little nugget, and then coming up the stairs, and like, where the hell is this place? And then you got your nice little corner of heaven in here. It's great. I love it.
We set this up for everybody to feel comfortable when they come in and just have a good time. We wanted people to come in here and have a good time, put themselves over, we put them over, and we just it's just what we do. It's a thing we do. So
it's great.
What show did you say that you're fighting Big John on May the 6th?
Well, where is that?
That's a NAWE. It's in Nebo, Kentucky, I believe.
Yeah. No, or however you say nay or no or something.
I think it's like each letter NAWE. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, Maxx Sledd just chimed in. He said we can't forget about Big John versus DC. What a match! Man, I'm ready to announce that main event.
Those are two of the biggest rivals from my career. The early fights with the Native Sons.
I want to come down to Texas and see you guys down there wrestle.
Yeah, we kill it down in Texas. I've only been able to go with John once, but it was a good experience.
Yeah, where is it, y'all?
Oh Lord, we wrestled in Detroit, Texas.
Texas.
I
think he told me that.
The only reason I remember it is because it was Detroit, Texas.
Yeah, I think
it threw me for a loop.
Before.
But that's not where he frequents. It's just that was a one-off.
Oh, okay.
And you've got Omega's attention now. He said, never met Craven in person, but I've heard nothing but good things about him through Kentucky. Looking forward to throwing hands with him at some point down the road.
Oh, man.
That's awesome. It's always good to hear somebody that you know their name as well, because I've heard Omega's name since I first started. I've never met him once in my life, never shaken his hand, never even been on a card with him. But it's so cool to hear somebody that you know personally say they've heard nothing but good things about you. That's always so cool. I've heard nothing but great things about him. I know he had a real good one with Larry D not too long ago, probably about a year and a half
West
ago.
Virginia.
That was in Big Time, right?
Yep.
Big Time Pro Wrestling.
I definitely look forward to throwing it down with Omega one day.
He had a pretty good match over at EWA there, like in the gimmick, not the gimmick, but the Battle Royale at the end. Him and Marty Clay went at each other.
Yes, I saw clips of that. They went in on each other.
Yes, they did. They wanted it.
They smacked each other's chest so hard, boy. Like
you could actually hear the tension being sliced with a knife when they were chopping each other.
I've been being quiet, trying to hear it.
Then Marty ended up coming out on the top on that. I just I couldn't believe at the end there. I was like, who's gonna win this? Because Marty Clay, you got Omega, that's his real name. You know that?
Omega is his real.
It's his real name. He showed us his license. It's right there on his name. So he lives that. That's who he is. He's got a Pitbull Fitness up in Louisville, Kentucky, and he trains people as far as physically trains them, and he's such a beast, man.
Excellent. That's awesome.
He worked with special needs people for a while.
Yep.
Did he?
Yeah, you and him got a lot in common.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
James Weber trying to start shit. He said, "You know who we haven't heard good things about from? Oh, someone's calling in. But you know who we haven't heard good things from? Jake. Just bitching."
I love Weber, man.
Hold on a second. Whoever it is. Hold on a second.
Weber's calling. Hold up real quick. He's getting it set right now. Real quick. Getting it. This man right here is your biggest fan.
I know it.
He may be Pages, but man, this man right here, anytime that we see him, your name's the first name that he mentions.
I can be number 2 to Paige. I can dig that.
That's true. I mean, she is your wrestling mom.
She is my wrestle mom.
And Larry D's your wrestling dad.
My wrestle dad, yep.
You also train it.
Max, is that my wrestle uncle?
Yeah, that he be your wrestling uncle. Nate Nardy's basically your
wrestle brother, yeah.
A wrestle brother
My big brother.
Okay, we're ready. Who we got on the phone here?
Mr. Everything, Maxx Sledd.
Oh, wow.
Hey, speaking of
we got Maxx Sledd.
Oh, wow.
Max.
This is definitely an honor. Let's do it. Max.
Max.
How you doing, Mr. Maxx Sledd? How you doing?
I'm doing really, really good, but, I'm not calling really about myself as much as I'm talking about the huge event we've got coming up this weekend. Plenty of great seats still available. $20 for floor seats, $15 general admissions. My goal is to get as many people in there as possible. I don't care what company you represent. I don't care who you're a fan of. There is something for everybody on this show, and I'm super excited to get everybody together to join the Brotherhood of Professional Wrestling together. If you look, you've got Generation Next Pro Wrestling. You've got APW. You've got the Northern Wrestling Federation. You've got UCW. You've got New South. Even OVW at Sent Talent. It is such an amazing thing. Larry D is very loved by the wrestling community, and I'm so excited to generate as much money as possible on that night and also provide one hell of a night of professional wrestling action.
That's right.
Hey, Max, we're having a little problem with your feed here. Can you call me right back?
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll call us right back, everyone.
He was coming in the.
Yeah,
he was coming in one headphone.
Yeah, I think we're hearing one. Yeah.
He was just coming in through one headphone, one of the. But he'll call us right back. Or I can,
Normally he comes to
there we go.
both. Look at Jeff Jarrett up there strutting his
All right,
stuff.
so we're back. We're back with Max.
Yeah, I had a little technical difficulties. Are you sounding better now?
Yeah, we're
Yes,
sounding
you
better.
are.
It was coming through where I messed up my phone. I dropped it in the bathtub the other day. So
Oh, that happens, man. You know, scrub-a-dub-dub,
Yeah.
3 men in a tub.
Hell yeah.
Nothing like that
That's right.
nice guy Andy scrub-a-dub.
Yeah.
you know,
That's
Don't
what it
agree
was.
to that.
That's
Don't
what-
agree to that.
that's where me and Johnny have all our meetings in the bathtub. So
I love that. But, you know, the most important thing is I wanted everybody to know to come to the Nice Guy Andy podcast tonight because, well, you know, we're looking for a main event, right? We're
Right.
looking for the kind of match that's going to stand out, that's going to be the centerpiece of what we're trying to do at Legends Never Die. I mean, there's companies from all over coming there, some of the greatest talents, some of the greatest champions, and they are going to be right there on one card. And there's so much talent that you have to end the night with a bang. Wouldn't you guys agree?
oh yes, yes,
I would
definitely.
agree.
100%.
Definitely. Every
And I think
every
that
match you have.
the only way to end the night would be, you know, to have an epic match. And I think that I said it on the podcast. You know, I was in the comments section, and what did I say? I said there's one match that is the most anticipated match, I believe, the most personal match that is taking place that's on the card. It's more than a match. It's two brothers. It's two Gen Next originals. It's two guys that are the epitome of what we do at Legends Pro Wrestling Academy. And those two guys are going to lock it up in a brutal war. I can't think of any match that would headline the show that has more personal stakes than Kellin Craven and Jake Torrance.
That's true.
Wow.
You know, I mean, can you imagine out of all those matches, there's one match that I think the entire world has their eyes on, and I think that's Jake Torrance
Are you
against
just
Kellin Craven.
are you now saying that Kellin Craven and Jake Torn are going to be the main event?
They are going to be the main event
Wow.
of Legends Never Die. And the only thing is that I have an issue. I don't know, Kellin, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So I have an issue with you guys. I know that you guys want to fight. I know you guys want to tear each other apart, and I know that he has called you out. He's pulled your punk card. He wants to take away your desire. He wants to take away the Desire Heavyweight Championship, and I know that means the world to you, and that you want to defend that title. He wants to take it. You want to defend it, but I can't see us having you guys wrestle for that title. I can't see that happening. I think that you all belong in the main event. I think that this war, this fight, is must see. I think the world is watching. But if the world is watching, and if it's going to be the main event, and if this is going to be that winner-take-all fight, if only one guy's going to walk out of there, then I think that the person that walks out of there deserves to be the Gen Next heavyweight champ.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay.
man, big news.
Okay.
I don't think, I mean, if you want to bring the Desire title, that's fine. I would never say anything. I love Desire, and I'm glad that they're there, and I'm glad that you represent them as the champion. But I want the man that walks out of there that survives this fight, I want that man to represent this company as the Gen Next heavyweight champion. Whether it's you, whether it's Jake Torrance, I don't think only one of you is walking out of there. I don't know if only one of you will survive, but only one of you will be the same when you walk out of there. And whoever walks out of there, I think deserves to be the Gen Next heavyweight champion.
Oh wow! Thank you, Max. That was that's
monumental.
I think Kellen's taken with emotion here.
Yeah, I think that's the only match that I can see main eventing that show. And I think that one of those two guys I would be proud to call the Gen Next World Heavyweight Champion, to represent our company and to be the guy that takes that title and takes it into the new year, into whatever it is that we have in our future. Our future is one of those two guys. It is a match like that. It's that kind of passion. It's that kind of attention. And I want to see it. I want to see a fight. I want you to give your brother everything that you have, because I know he's going to give you all that he has.
Wow.
And one guy is going to walk out of there. Not only is he going to outlast the other, but he's going to be the Gen Next heavyweight champion.
What do you think, Craven?
Oh shit!
Oh wow.
That
Yeah. Breaking news on the Nice Guy podcast.
it's as if we needed to break any more ground with this match, as if I needed another reason to give this everything I have.
And I'm telling the referee, I don't know who I'm going to put in charge of the match. I don't know who's going to be out there, but I'm telling them, don't watch for disqualifications. Don't watch for countouts. I want whoever walks out of there is going to be the winner. There's not going to be any doubt in anybody's mind. The rules will be relaxed. There must be a winner. There must be a Gen Next heavyweight champion. There must be a survivor. There must be one of you that outlasts the other.
Wow. I'm lost for words. Johnny's lost for words too.
Yeah.
Max,
Hey, thank you guys so very much for having me on the show. I'm going to let this settle in, and we know what our main event's going to be, and we don't know who's going to be the Gen Next heavyweight champion, but I'm super excited to be the guy that's there to hand that belt to the winner. So we'll see you guys this Saturday night. Legends never die.
Max, we thank you
Can't
for
wait.
calling in, and we'd like to get you in the studio at some point and talk wrestling with you.
Hey, thank you so much, brother. It's this weekend. It's all about Larry D.
Yeah,
It's all about giving back, and it's all about Legends Never Die. I hope that everybody comes out there, because it's going to be a great night, and that's a hell of a main event.
Well, we appreciate you announcing it on the show, and we definitely will be there.
That's right.
You
Wow.
bro, when he said that, the hair on my arm
Max,
stood up,
Max.
Max.
Wow, what do you think
Max.
about that, Kellin? Wow.
Kellin, I will say, I will go back to what Max just said about for you being the guy, you being the face of Generation Next. I could not agree 100% more with Maxx Sledd, because you've worked your ass off day in and day out for 2 years straight.
Yeah.
Ever since you first started.
When I think Generation Next Pro Wrestling, I automatically think of you anyway. So I mean,
Exactly.
there's
You
no
more than
doubt
earned
that you
this.
should have a shot at that title. It's like it's just inevitable. You like I said, like when we guys talk about Nate Gnarly, we talk about Paige, but like you're Generation Next Pro Wrestling. Like I'm surprised you haven't been the champ already.
This is huge news. You more than earned this.
Right, facts.
Now you got to go in there and capture that title.
I gotta finish what I started.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a beautiful belt too, by the way.
It's oh my god, man! He should have done this at the end, because I'm not gonna be worth a crap the rest of this podcast.
Oh wow.
Oh my god,
You're in a world of emotion right now.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. When you come out, I'm gonna I don't know what I'm gonna do, to be honest.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Cry. That's what I'm gonna do. That's on my to-do list.
I'll probably cry if you lose. I'm not gonna lie. I probably will.
Losing is not an option anymore.
Right.
Just having the opportunity.
It was never an
proud.
option. With the stakes that he raised this to, losing was never an option. Let's
Right.
go ahead and get that straight right now. But with the Gen Next World title,
And Larry and Max and all them giving you that opportunity to represent.
That just shows that they trust you and they want you to be the guy.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Like you said, either one of you guys could be the champ, but we all know Generation Next Pro Wrestling is Kellin Craven. That just goes with each other.
That's right. That really is.
Yeah, because every time we come down the bar brawl, you were there, like kicking ass and taking names, and I was like thinking, when are they going to put the belt on this guy?
John Gilbert said, "I got $20 that Jake's going to beat your ass," and Donnie Krug said, "You're going to lose."
Oh wow!
You got some haters out here trying to detract from what you do.
Coming from his biggest fan, I've seen Kellin wrestle personally. I've been to almost every one of your Gen Next matches, your new sales matches. I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I think Kellin's got this in the bag.
I had haters when I wrestled Big Bad Brandon Taggart.
Yep.
I had haters when I've wrestled Drew Dillinger. I've had haters when I've wrestled Jake Christ. I've had haters since I started who said I was too small or too young, too inexperienced. Hell, too old, because I'm much older than most people are when they get into this business. It's not something I like to really draw attention to, but it is definitely a drawing force. I don't have time to swim slow. I don't have time to take my time doing anything. I have to move forward as fast as possible.
The first time I seen you was down in Paris, and you were a smaller, skinnier guy. Now you're not. You're fucking jacked now. You've been putting on some weight.
Thank you, Aaron Brooks.
Yeah, you've been putting on some weight. We can tell you've been training. We can tell that you've been going up to Desire, kicking ass up there. You grabbed their belt, and now you're going to grab this belt. You're going to be 2-time champion. Like,
now he's added Whataburger to you losing. He said $20 and a free Whataburger.
$20 and I'll go get you that dang brownie. I'll drive back down to Texas.
We heard about
and get
the
that
damn brownie.
The fact that they forgot the brownie.
Man, I've never seen John so mad in my life. This man filed 4 different complaints on 3 different forms of social media.
Of course he's going to be mad over brownie.
Oh, my.
I mean, he want that brownie.
I don't know, man. Damn it, Max. You should have waited till the end. I'm not going to be worth a shit the rest of this
Hey, we feel you, brother. That's emotional because you've now got more pressure on you. It was supposed to be a belt for the Desire Pro Wrestling Championship. Now it's for the Gen X title.
It's like I just said a little bit ago. I started here. I'm the product of Legends Pro Wrestling Academy, and there's not many of us. Some of our best come up and they accomplish great things like Victor Vargas did, but there's not many of us still standing. And to come up out of the academy to be the shining example of what I hope all of my training mates can be, to try to lead them to do whatever they want to do in this business, and to come up out of the academy to be on the very first TV tapings, mind you, because COVID ran roughshod of early Generation Next Pro Wrestling. In my skinny jean, little Stevie Richards looking shorts, Darby Allin pants, and it's been a crazy 3-year stretch, man. And I've gotten close before. I've had matches with Gaston. It's been right there before, and it's just slipped between my fingers. And who knew when I would get another shot?
But who better?
Exactly.
But who better to win the Gen Next heavyweight championship against other than the man who betrayed you?
We got someone calling in.
Let's see what this is. Hold on, Coach. Nice guy in the podcast. Who do we have?
So here's the thing. I'm calling in because I've been listening for a little bit, and I hear Kellin Craven just ranting on and on. But then I hear Maxx Sledd come on, and he said, "Can you guys repeat what he said to me, or what he said?
Who is this?
What was the big announcement?" I'm just asking. Can you guys repeat what Maxx Sled's announcement was?
He said that you and Kellin Craven, brother versus brother, is no longer about the Desire Pro Wrestling Championship. It's for the Generation Next Heavyweight Championship.
Who is this?
So that's funny. I hear Kellin Craven talk about how it's been a rough or wild 3 years, whatever he said, and I don't think he knows what rough and wild is, right? Kellin Craven hasn't. We haven't spoken quite a long time. I think you can hear me, right? Right, buddy?
Oh yeah, he can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can hear me. Oh man.
Glad you remembered how a phone works.
Yeah, wouldn't you know it? If you try to call him, maybe I
I
would.
got the phone log, brother. Don't you worry.
So listen. Oh, you do? Okay, all right. It's funny you have. What did you say? You have my number? Oh, I don't think you know what that means. You see, my 3 years have not been, tagging and having a good time. See, my 3 years have been scouting. Right. Whenever I walked in the door, I looked around and I said, who has the most potential? And trust me, everyone that walks through those doors has potential to do something so cool. All you got to do is just stick with it. But that gets hard. It gets hard when you have someone like Kellin Craven who walks in with the same nonchalant attitude and somehow rises to all these greats. Like, all the time when Outlast would be talked about, I would get my name chanted here or there, usually, after some crazy move I did, but all the praise was always about Kellin Craven, right? Everything we always did. And I have spent 3 years studying every move you make in the ring, every, perfect execution, but more so every flaw that you have. And come Saturday, I'm exposing it all to the world. I know all your weaknesses, buddy. How many hours have we spent in a car? How many times have you been to my house? How many times have I driven you to Walmart and the gas station to put gas in your car because it ran out and you couldn't pull out of the parking lot?
So you've been
on Saturday.
You've been
your
stalking.
dream.
You've been stalking, Kellin.
It's not stalking.
I've been at the shows. I've
understand.
seen a shadowy figure in the back row a few times. I guess you were.
Wearing a black hood.
Can you hang up on him, please?
No.
Please.
Do not cut me off. Because on Saturday, I've seen the way he looks at the Generation Next title. It was never about Outlast. He wanted to be the top star. He wanted to win the title.
Wrong.
But on Saturday, the dream comes to an end, buddy.
Wrong.
See you guys on Saturday.
Hang up. Now.
Wow.
Wow, I can't believe that you said all that about you. So he's essentially not only just saying that you're the reason why he's been out, but now he's saying that you always were only with him because you want one thing, the Generation X Pro Wrestling title. You were going to say something?
What?
He's doing something weird.
You talking to yourself over there?
There's no one
Wait a
online.
minute. Did I just hear him say when y'all was Outlast? It sounded like me. It was about jealousy. That he was jealous that everybody was chanting your name and not his. And he's just jealous of your fame because he knows that he's not as good as you are, and he knows that you could be the next face of Generation Next Pro Wrestling.
Being the face of Generation Next Pro Wrestling was never my goal. It was always there. It's always something I would love to do. Nobody enters this business and doesn't want to be world champion, the leader of the company that gave you everything. Nobody starts wrestling and doesn't want that. That's
Exactly.
always there.
Exactly.
That's the first thing you want, I think.
As soon as he walked through the door, we formed our brotherhood. That went out the door. That took a back seat. I didn't care about being world champion anymore. I cared about being the very best Outlast we could be, so I don't know where he's getting that from. First and freaking foremost, I cared about Outlast. Not myself, not Kellin Craven, us. It was us.
Like I said, the way I took it, he was talking about jealousy, how everybody's chanting your name, and he very rarely had anybody chant his name. It sounds like to me it's over jealousy. It's personal. It's over jealousy and much more.
Jealousy, resentment, wanting to blame me for personal demons, wanting to blame me for hospital trips, egging him on to do backflips off of buildings or whatever he wants to say that I made him do or making him do road trips with me, whatever kind of mental anguish he thinks I put him through. It wasn't me putting him through anything.
He chose to do that.
That's professional wrestling,
Exactly.
brother. I don't know what you
Exactly.
want. Some are made for it, some are not. If everybody was made for it, there would be no fans. There would just be professional wrestlers.
Exactly. Facts.
Exactly. Now you got John Gilbert over here. He said Kellin only uses people as stepping stones. That's what he did with Jake.
What?
Yeah, John Gilbert's trying to say Kellin Craven basically used Jake as a stepping stone.
Use Jake as a stepping stone. Because where did I get whenever Jake first left? I really propelled myself straight to the world title scene after he left, didn't I? I was right there in the main event. No. I was nowhere when Jake left. I was floundering. I was left completely on my own. The rug got pulled up from underneath me. I lost my best friend. A best friend that I thought was my friend in and outside of the business. But I learned very quickly that our relationship was strictly personal. Or strictly professional, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
We had no personal bond because he wouldn't answer the dang phone for me. Our friendship ended when he walked away from the business, and it was not my choice. It was Jake Torrance's. And now he wants to blame me.
And you had to earn your way
Yes.
to the top.
Sounds like he left you. Sounds like he just abandoned you. And
It was mutual. Again, I don't want to take anything away from his personal anguish. I understand. He came to me. He was like, how would you feel if I stepped away from this business? And I was like, brother,
Sounds like that was just a trick for him.
I want for you to be happy. I want for you to take care of yourself. I want you to take care of your fiance. I want for you to take care of your family. I want for you to be there for whenever you eventually have children. I want for everything in your life to line up right. I don't want for you to have any sort of negative thought about yourself or about this business or about your life. Do what you need to do. And then we hugged and we cried. And I told him, let's just see you later, man. And now this is the see you later. This is how he comes back. After that very mutual parting. I thought he'd come back and Outlast and be ready to rock and roll. But no. He comes back and Outlast is ready to literally explode from the inside out. He wants to put me down and take what I've been grinding for.
Kellin, and I'm going to go back to what you just said. You said he come to you on a personal note and ask you, well, what should I do in this situation? Like, how can I go about that? And you told him you want the best for him, regardless of what it is. You want the best, and this is how he repays you.
Because to me, it was personal. We were friends on another level. I've been to his house. He talked about that. I've hung out with his cats, hung out with his family. I've been to Michigan. I've stayed with his girlfriend's family. For me, it was personal. For him, it was just business.
And he never
He was
answered the
bringing
phone.
his colleague around with him. They were on a business trip. I
Seems
got to go to Michigan with him.
It seems like he's been manipulating you this whole time and feeding you
Yeah.
all these lies and
Seems
stuff.
like that too. Yeah.
And he never answered your calls.
I choose not to think that he manipulated me the whole time. I like to think there was at least some point that we were brothers, but I don't. The more and more he talks, the less and less I think
Have you
that's
noticed
true.
him being at these events and studying you? He said he was at these events and studying you.
No, I think he more so meant, he talked about the 3 years, which that's how many years pro I have, with 1 year being without him. I think he was maybe he has been hanging out.
That's what he said. That's
maybe
what it
he's
sounded
just
like
been
to me.
watching my footage and
He
stuff.
says he's been watching you and learning all your moves.
That's
and learning
because he
all your-
wrestled beside him for years, and he's watching him while he's
Oh, he said
wrestling.
for the last 3 years he's been watching him. That's what
Well,
I.
let me tell you
Yeah,
what.
because he was inside the ring with him for the last 2 years.
Watching me
How long has he been out of the business?
a year.
Oh, a
year
year.
and a half, about, maybe.
Okay.
I've been almost just about as long without him as I was with him. It's about a year and a half each to equal my full 3.
Okay.
But he wants to study my tape. He wants to watch my Desire matches. He wants to see the animal that Kellin Craven has become since he's been gone. Brother, no amount of tape can show you what I'm capable of now. It's been a long time since he's been in the ring with me, and he is in for a rude awakening this Saturday night in Cynthiana, Kentucky. City Hall Gym, brother versus brother. Gin next world title. It's a whole new animal when it's something I've been grinding for my entire life. I love Desire. I love my Desire World Championship. I love everything that I have built there. But this is a whole new beast.
He's
when
not
you
ready
add
for you.
in the title that I've watched for 3 full years. That I watched my friends and my enemies hold. It's a whole new beast when you involve my best friend. This is on another level. It's a whole new beast when we end the show. We're not third, we're not fourth, we're not the hot little grudge match midway through the show to get people hot. We are the damn show. People are coming to see this. People are coming to see me versus Jake Torrance. People are coming to see me put my brother down. And that's what they're going to see.
Wow.
That's
gonna be
right.
a hell of a show. It's going to be
It's
a hell
a
of a
damn
show.
hell of a show.
Guys, this weekend, this Saturday, Cynthiana Court Gym. What was it? The
City
The
Hall
City
Gym.
Hall Gym.
City Hall Gym. Legends Never Die.
My leg hasn't quit bouncing for about 25 minutes.
Packed card, guys. Y'all hear it first here on the Nice County Podcast. Kellin Craven versus
Jake Torrance.
for the heavyweight Generation Next.
And you know, it didn't have to end up like this. It could have ended up a different way, but Jake Torrance decided that he's going to make this personal between the two. He decided to come back and make it sound like Kellin Craven's the reason why he was out. And now it's going to be an emotional night, an emotional main event.
Kellin didn't do anything but support him while he was out.
Exactly. He called him, and Jake Torrance didn't answer the phone at all.
Sounds like you said put your brother down once and for all. Sounds like you need to take him behind the woodshed and in his misery once and for all.
This has become something that I have to do.
Exactly.
It wasn't something that I wanted to do. It was something that I even regretted. I told you at the top of the broadcast, Saturday is not something I'm looking forward to. Wrestling is something that I love and something that I look forward to. I look forward to every match I have. But this was not one of them. Well, now it is. I need to do this. I need to be excited for this. And this just got elevated to another level. I didn't think it could get elevated anymore. You heard Maxx Sledd in the comments section yesterday. This was already the most anticipated match in Generation Next Pro Wrestling history. How do you make the most anticipated match in a company's history even more anticipated?
And Max just did.
Maxx Sledd found a
And
way.
you're the only match that Donnie Kruger is looking forward to.
I love Big Donnie. Man, I miss him. Are you coming, Big Don?
Well, there's all kinds of crazy, crazy matches down
And
there.
John Gilbert's still on your ass. He said, I look forward to Jake beating your ass for the Gen X title.
Tell you what, Big John, whenever I do, because believe me and you, I will be putting Jake Torrance down. I'll give you a shot sometime, big man.
And Kellin,
Well, that'd be great.
he sits there and says that he studied you for all these years that he's been out. What he don't realize, over time, you have gotten better and better and better. So
Studying and being in the ring with somebody are very different.
exactly.
I studied Jake Christ. That doesn't mean I still study Jake Christ. Jake Christ is a huge influence on me. That doesn't mean I was prepared to stand across the ring from him. All 3 times that I did, or however many times we crossed paths. I think it was 3.
Exactly. And he just don't know. You've been developing new styles. You're not the same man that you were back then. You've changed. You've gotten better. You've grown and developed. He don't want none of this smoke
I'm
that he's
always
going to get.
adding to my style, always adding to my repertoire.
That's
And he just has no idea.
That's right. And Saturday night's going to be the end of it.
Yes,
It's
sir.
going to be a hell of a show down there in Cynthiana. It's going to be a hell of a show.
So Kellin, if you don't mind me asking, you want to talk about, since we're talking about Saturday, bringing Saturday, you want to talk about what this show with the Legends Never Die, the whole benefit show is for, and
Yes,
and stuff.
thank you, Chris, for trying to get me on a different topic. I appreciate
That's right.
you. Let's talk about something positive. Let's talk about banding together as a wrestling brotherhood, because that's what we all are. We are brothers. Every single person in this business is a brother. That's why we call each other brother. That didn't come from nothing. Brother, brother, brother. We are family. Everybody in this business, and we are proving that with this show, coming together to support somebody that has sacrificed everything for this business. Larry D's family, they have sacrificed so much for this business, an unbelievable amount. Every single year. For how many years Larry been wrestling? 20? I know Max is around
20 something, 20
Max
plus.
around like the 20, 25 mark, so I'm sure Larry is right around there as well.
Yeah.
For 20 plus years.
And then he finally made it. After all them years wrestling, he finally made it to Impact Wrestling.
Which is even more of a sacrifice. To have to
Right.
hop on a plane and fly away and go wrestle on TV and leave your family at home.
right.
Yep.
His body, his health, his relationships, everything. He has sacrificed everything for this business. And now one of our best brothers, not just a good brother, one of our best brothers is down and out and needs our help. And that's what this whole show is about. It's about coming together to lift one of our own up. He needs us. We got your back, Larry.
Damn straight, because he always gave his shirt off the back that he wore for anyone.
I'm just focusing on me, he gave me everything. When I first walked in to PTW to try to join Legends Pro Wrestling Academy, I walked upstairs and I sat in a little office with him and Hustle. I was a totally different man, sitting there learning about the business, hearing them pitch the business to me. I was a very, 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 very different person who probably was not long for this world at that point in time. I didn't have a whole lot going for me. I didn't have much in the tank. This was a last-ditch effort.
Yeah.
To find something in my life that meant something, to chase a dream, to find a brotherhood, and Larry D gave me everything.
I mean, he's basically taught you everything you
And
know.
Maxx. I'm not trying to take anything away from Maxx Sledd either.
That's right.
Legends Pro Wrestling Academy.
Yeah. They've taught you everything you know.
Even beyond wrestling, they've taught me.
Yeah, so
and they
I was-
are mentors.
Want to get to that? It's like, so you've went on and done other things. What did your training down there? What did that inspire you further to do? Did you go on and inspire to do other things in your personal life?
I feel it in everything I do.
Yeah.
Being a part of this business has opened me up tremendously. My grandmother will tell me about how, Tyler would never do that.
Yeah.
You know, years ago, he would have never joined Dancing with the Stars and danced for a charity event with a student.
Yeah.
Like, he would have never acted that way or said that thing because just like a weight is off my shoulders. It's like Larry has showed me and Maxx have shown me how to handle life.
Yeah.
They say that all the time. They don't just teach wrestling, they teach life at Legends Pro Wrestling Academy. They show you how to be a better you in all aspects.
And you've accomplished other things in your
Yes.
personal life. You know,
Yes.
tell us about that.
They, college degrees.
There you go. That's what I was getting at.
I mean,
That's
the
a big
man's
deal,
great.
man. I didn't go to college. I'm self-taught podcaster. I work at UPS for 20
You're a
years,
DIY
but
guy.
I always wanted to, be a college-educated guy, and you've done that. You went.
It's never too late, man.
Yeah, I
you
know. It's never too late, and I probably will go back at some point.
Yeah.
But you tell us about that journey too.
Well, I've been in college since I was fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
And so what was I, 18?
Yeah.
I'm 29 now, brother.
Yeah. So you've been studying for a while.
28. Am I 28 or 29? I was born in 93. I don't know. I
Dang,
don't
you're
know how
younger
old I
than
am.
me.
I'm 31. I was born.
I think I'm 28. I think I'm 20. I'm not about to turn 30 in October.
I was gonna say I'm 31 because I was.
I know how damn old I am. Good lord.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, I got you. We'll come back to you.
All right.
And this is just now like a degree that my brother, who's fresh out of high school, 19 or 21. I don't know how old anybody is, dog.
Yeah,
I don't know how old anybody. He's
Yeah.
21. I know that for a fact. He's already about to get it.
Yeah.
So I'm already way behind, and my family, especially like my dad, catches me trying to discredit my degree, where I'm like, oh yeah, it took me long enough,
Yeah.
and he's like, no, a degree's a degree.
Yeah. Exactly.
You
It
need
don't
to
matter how long it took you.
Stop
You
tearing
got it.
yourself down. But I had drugged my feet and not been motivated enough to do any of this until Legends Pro Wrestling Academy. I'd been in school,
Yeah.
taking 2 classes at a time, fail one, pass the
So
other.
you accomplished going down there and studying at school, and those guys teaching you that, hey, just keep on going and keep on going, because some of these guys, people, they study wrestling for years and years and years. Like, you're still studying wrestling.
Always, I study 2-3 times a week.
So
I'm in there.
you're a lifetime student of the game.
Yes, sir.
And then
Damn
that,
straight.
like you saying, well, I'm going to be studying wrestling. I might be just studying school, and you got you a college education. That's incredible.
The drive and the dedication it took to become a professional wrestler can apply to all aspects of your life.
Yeah.
It's made me respect professionals more. It's made me respect athletes more, like looking at someone like Kobe Bryant or somebody, like their drive and the way they talk about practice and stuff like that. It makes me strive to be that, seeing how I can apply stuff like that to my regular life, all thanks to professional wrestling. It's opened my eyes, and it leaked its way into my studies.
Yeah.
And now here I am. I got my first piece of paper ready to keep on going. One more piece of paper, and I can have my own classroom. No longer a para-educator. I can officially be a full-blown teacher.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You still gonna do when you get your full classroom? You still gonna work with the special needs kids? Or
I
what?
think so.
Yeah.
I think that's the goal, is to continue. It's just a whole world that I
And
really
I
like
love
making
that
an impact
because
in.
I love that because like when Omega was on here, he said he worked with special needs guys. Some of these guys that are on the podcast are special needs guys, and I really have a heart for those kind of people, and and you apparently too. You like to help the special needs guys, and that's really cool. I appreciate
Right.
that.
And that was also my grandmother's idea.
Okay.
Because whenever I had first moved back to Cynthiana from E-Town, I lived up around North Middletown, E-Town area, right outside Fort Knox. When I first moved back, I didn't know, it was a complete ground zero of my life. I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I was looking at doing like oceanography and stuff like that, which is where I like study ocean temperatures and patterns and how it relates to tropical storms. And like I was ready to move to Texas.
Yeah.
I was ready to go. And she was helping me look at colleges and stuff. And she was like, well, what about teaching?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I've never wanted to teach before.
Yeah.
And little known fact about me, I'm sure you all don't know, I was undiagnosed dyslexic all through high school, middle school, through all of that.
Yeah.
It really affected my reading and comprehension. I struggled to keep up in a regular classroom. My grades slipped, and I slipped through the cracks. I didn't get the help that I probably needed.
I had the same thing.
Yeah, until I went to a school called Bourbon Christian Academy.
Okay.
I got pulled out of public school, went to Bourbon Christian Academy, where it was all very much your own speed.
Yeah.
You walked in and everything for the whole day was up on the board. If you wanted to sit down and bust it out and really motivate yourself and be done with school at 11 o'clock, if you were able to drive, you can go the heck home, you could.
Yeah.
Or if you were someone like me, who it might take you 2.5 hours to read this passage because you have to read it over and over and over again to comprehend what the heck you just read, you could take that 2.5 hours and my grade A's and B's straight to the roof.
Yeah.
Just by switching schools and being able to move at my own speed. And so one of the reasons I decided to pursue this path instead of like the oceanography was I don't want that to happen to any other kid.
Yeah.
I want to be involved with the group that is helping people from all learning levels, from just needing help reading to needing a little bit more help. I want to be able to help everybody and make sure no one slips through the cracks like I did.
Yeah.
And you know how
I understand it completely because I can't spell with the shit.
Me either. I
Johnny
can't.
spells for me.
So,
Yeah.
So you're
I was like,
saying-
Johnny, I'd say, how you spell Craven? He's like, tell me. He tells me
Yeah.
everything.
I misspelled, what word was it? Traveled.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it.
Yeah.
I ended up doing it differently on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I was trying to like travel the Midwest, and
Yeah.
I just competed or something over the middle. I
I
couldn't get
put.
travel.
I guess I put you on the spot, letting you.
Yeah.
and you're not only smart, but you know how to change your tire. A class act, John Gilbert said.
It's more than I can say from Marty Clay and Big John.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said John told me. He told me the personal, this personal story just between me and him. He told me about. He's like, I'm glad Kellin was with us because I didn't know how to change no damn tire. He said I got up underneath it and kicked the damn tire off, and
He
it actually
did,
came
which
off.
I come to find out after I told that story to a few people. A small part that I didn't know is that you're supposed to have the safety brake on
Yeah.
to keep the car from rolling forward. And so he's underneath this car with no safety brake on, kicking
Wow.
it. I didn't realize just how risky that was, that car could have rolled forward.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yes.
So my man danced with the devil that night, but we got it done.
Yeah.
Donnie Krug says, yeah, because of my dyslexia, I went to 12 elementary schools and 8 middle schools and 4 different high schools because I still do so much so I can feel that pain.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And Kellin, about what you were saying about your education. So pretty much you want to give back, to the kids that didn't have it like you, and you want to give them opportunity and show them, right?
Right. All I needed was someone to cater to my different learning style. I needed somebody in my corner that could be like, you know what? I'm going to pull you out of next class period that's gym that you don't really need to be in there, and I'm going to let you try to reread this again and see if you can get a better grade.
This just in. Maxx Sledd just chimed in. He said, you know what? Hell, I got another announcement. I'm signing a monstrous ball. Nate Gnarly versus John Gilbert versus DC versus Donovan Cecil Mimith. Anything goes. Let's go.
Wow. Okay.
A monster's balls
A couple
match.
matches got combined. He put 2 one-on-one matches together to make a monster's ball.
Yes.
Wow.
That is
The
going.
changes keep coming. The changes keep
This
coming.
event is so big and so monstrous with so many companies involved and so many big names and so many opportunities that it's just growing and evolving. It's just morphing in front of our eyes. And who knows? We might wake up tomorrow and it'll be completely different.
Exactly. Because Maxx Sledd is.
We know you're still going to be in the main event, though.
The possibilities are endless with this show.
That's right.
And it's all for Larry D. It's all for Larry.
Yeah, you heard it here first. The Nice Guy Indie Podcast.
That's right. Because Maxx Sledd, he's got endless ideals, and he just makes sure that he gets them out there before his mind forgets what he's just thought about.
Guys,
Guys,
got me so fired up, man.
We've been on here. We've been on here an hour and 10 minutes, guys. This is a hell of a match. I've been watching a little bit of it. Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara.
That's been a hell of a match. Darby Allin just hit his face on the floor over there earlier.
Hey, that's Darby
for
for you.
time to pay some bills, guys. For all your internet gaming needs, get on Facebook and check out Royal X and tell them Nice Guy Any Podcast sent you, and they'll give you $5 in free play. And later on the night at 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning, Nice Guy Royal Dark stays open for you guys to play. So check them out. Tell them Nice Guy Any Podcast sent you, and we want to give a shout out to Bucks a Muck Catering. You know
Damn good food.
You know the number, Johnny?
Yep. 859-866-8317.
This son bitch is good at everything he does. Anyway, we got the Bucks a Buck Catering out there, guys. They great food. Tell them the Nice Guy Any Podcast sent you, and they'll give you some kind of little discount.
And they will cater to your wrestling events, weddings, and more.
And check out on Facebook and Instagram the Bundle Bank. You guys out there, you ladies out there need some hair extensions. The Bundle Bank has all the hair extensions and wigs that you need, and she'll help you out to find yourself a nice look. So the Bundle Bank on
Damn straight she
on
will.
Facebook and Instagram. Tell them the Nice Guy Indie Podcast sent you, and they'll hook you straight up.
Donnie Krug said, "All right, this is getting to be amazing, Max. What we going to do? Add another night." Also, guys.
Oh yeah, I guess we're gonna have to make this 2 nights like WrestleMania.
Exactly, but you see these belts on the table, guys. The man from Pakistan makes these custom made, finely crafted cowhide leather. He's always bragging about it. Go hit him up, and if you need to, help Andy here, and we'll help you get a deal to get you a finely custom championship yourself. The man from Pakistan, Muhammad Jafar.
He's made belts for USFW.
Yep. USWF.
USWF. He's made for TSW. He's making belts. He made the belt for
Elite
EW,
Wrestling Alliance.
Elite Wrestling Alliance, guys. Let us know. I mean, I'm sure there's a few more out there, but check out Muhammad, guys. And
Trust me, you won't be disappointed.
I guess I can't wait till we get the Blue Chew ad, but we haven't got it yet. So
Yeah, we want the Blue Chew. Come on, Blue Chew.
come on,
Sponsor
Blue
us.
Chew, sponsor us.
Call it the Nice Guy Andy Chew. Trust me, you won't be you won't be annoyed because we're shameless shills. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, Saturday's stacking up. Maxx Sledd just combined the whole 2 matches into one complete monster
Man,
ball.
that's going to be crazy. And Nate Nowdy's going to be here tomorrow night to tell us about that, I guess. And we probably don't even know. We'll probably end up telling him.
Everybody like, brother, this is the first I've heard about this. When did this happen? It happened last night on the podcast. He'd be like, oh, damn, I didn't know about that.
Looks like Sammy beat Darby Allin there.
Yeah, it looked like there were some shenanigans. I was on my phone, but
Yeah, that was a hell of a match. We have to go back and watch that
That's
later.
a hell of a belt. I love that Triple B. It's definitely inspired by the Big Gold belt. I mean, look at him. Right there. If anyone needs a look at someone that plays a perfect heel, MJF is the man.
Did you recently get married or engaged?
no,
No, that wasn't you.
just a girlfriend.
I think that must have been Gaston. Didn't
you-
Gaston get married?
Yeah,
she
Gaston
did
did.
recently get married.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
And Peyton Bowman is also getting married soon.
All you white guys look alike.
Oh,
Jesus.
what? Kellin don't look like Gaston LaRue.
Yeah, I've got like 6 inches on him.
Yeah. All you Gen Next guys look alike.
You know, apparently even Lex Littlefoot gets into a Gaston.
They do.
She's sweet to you, but when Gaston and him and her are next to each other, she goes off on him.
She's a different one, but at the end of the day, she is still my training mate. So
She's awesome, man.
She's very awesome.
yes,
Very awesome person. Like, first time I met her, she was so nice to us, and just she came on the podcast, and she's been on. I would love to get her back on at some point because she's done so much more since then. I think
She got robbed of her undefeated streak, though.
when she only had like about 3 or 4 matches when she came on here the first time.
Yeah.
she's still very young. She's still less than
Oh.
20. I think she's like around like the 12, 15 mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she's awesome. Right? Like every time I see her, her matches get better and better and better.
John Gilbert said this to you, Kelly. He said, "What kind of guest stays on his phone during the podcast?"
They were paying bills, son.
I was on the phone earlier too myself.
Exactly.
Am I supposed to sit up and pay attention to the advertisement section?
John's one of our biggest fans. I love John. John's
Hey,
awesome.
he gave us this great autograph right here. Well, he did autograph,
So
but it's
great.
still a great.
Yeah, it ain't no
8x10.
dang autograph. He gave you a damn picture.
He gave us a picture, and then we didn't have anything.
He
did.
forgot to put the JG right there.
Yeah.
It would have been put right here.
We need to get him one of those paint brushes or paint film or something where he can sign
A
it.
silver paint. Just
Yeah,
Jay.
the silver marker.
I
yeah.
had one. I gave it away. I should have kept it.
Chris, you look like you're mad about something. What are you over there thinking about?
He's mad about this.
Chris like, oh,
He's trying to figure out how you're going to win this match. He's over there.
He's enthralled right now. He's just thinking about it.
Chris, you all right?
You all right, Chris?
I'm good. I'm just soaking that announcement in that Max made. It's just I'm just now coming to a realization that he's actually gonna fight for something that he's been fighting for his whole life against his former brother. And like Max said, this is more than just it. This is personal. Like so.
Oh, John Gilbert said, I'll autograph it next week when he's here.
Oh, he's going to be in here
May
next
3rd.
week again. He loves coming over here. We love having
Like
John.
Kellin, like if I was in your shoes, like
Nick Depp's coming too, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what
Nick
to do. I
Depp.
really wouldn't. Like if I had to fight my own brother who I thought was my brother, I don't know what I'd do. I really don't.
You really can't.
We're definitely going to get you in a match with you and Ricky.
The road.
Ricky the
Road.
Rat.
Ricky the Road.
Yeah, you gotta fight him, Chris. It's for the greater good.
He carries a big bat. I wouldn't.
Baseball bat on a pole match.
Yeah.
He's a
Hey,
bad.
it's been done before.
He's a bad little sucker. You got to watch out for him. He's liable to do some sneaky stuff.
I saw him crack brother over here with that bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
He-
cracked me right across
Just-
here.
He almost
Right
hit
across here.
at the New South Wrestling event down there. He had the bat out for Bobby Blade. Remember?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
My
he's-
blade was messing with me, and for some reason, Ricky the Road decided, you know what, I'm going to take this guy's head off.
Yeah, he missed him by just a muck because Bobby Blade's an old veteran, and you got to meet Bobby Blade for the first time.
I met him in passing once at
Yeah.
the New South Memorial Show. You'll have to forgive me. I don't remember who it was for.
Yeah.
But it was for someone that I had never met before, so I struggled to remember.
Where was it at?
names.
Oh, at the New South.
Yes, it was at New South.
Okay, yeah, the Chadwick.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. I never had
Jim
the
and
pleasure of
Jim
meeting him,
Chadwick.
so it's hard for me to remember names. But it was at his memorial show. I got to passively meet Bobby Blade, shake his hand real quick as I walked by. And
Yeah.
I didn't really get to have a conversation with him. But at New South, this
He-
most recent time, I got to.
And he went out his way to talk to you.
Yes.
I see he came over and introduced himself to you. You know, he's a legend, man.
Well,
in
I was
this
on my
business.
way to him anyway. As soon as I realized he was there, Maxx Sledd sings his praises pretty high.
Oh,
Talks
Bobby
about-
Bobby Blade's awesome.
Yeah.
And everybody check out Bobby Blade's YouTube channel. He
Damn
puts
straight.
all the old wrestling on there.
Classic Kentucky wrestling.
Classic
Yeah.
Kentucky wrestling. You cannot miss it. You got to check it out.
Hey, about 3 weeks ago, Elite Wrestling Alliance, what nobody saw was the Easter Bunny just standing off camera, just menacingly doing this the whole time to Bobby Blade and just crushing it. And Bobby
The
Blade,
Easter Bunny was there?
yeah,
the
the
Easter
Easter
Bunny,
Bunny
yeah.
wanted to fight Bobby Blade. And then he grabbed his hand and bit into it.
Easter Bunny actually hit
Oh, here we go.
Marcus from
Kellin,
behind. So.
you're a
Turned
big,
out it
you're a
was
big
J.R.
Suns
Rock.
fan, ain't you?
Yeah. Any of y'all big NBA fans?
Oh
I
yeah, I
am.
love NBA.
I mean,
yeah.
I quit watching since Kobe's been gone.
It's
So
about the only thing I care about anywhere close to as much as wrestling is.
my son,
NBA.
he's 12. He loves freaking basketball. That's
Who's
all
your
he
team?
thinks. That's all he thinks. I think he likes. I think he likes Milwaukee.
Boy, I'm talking about you. Who's your
Me,
favorite
I've always been a Laker guy.
Okay,
Kobe's.
Always
I
been a
can
Laker
respect
guy,
that.
or back from
I'm a Boston Celtics guy.
oh god,
Yeah, I can't respect that one. I like the Lakers more.
like back in when Magic and them was playing. I'm an old school guy.
Yeah, I'm a big Magic Johnson guy myself, so that's
So-
I love the Lakers too as well.
So I was always a Bulls fan. I was I get
hard
to,
not to be if you grew up in.
I
that
got to
era.
watch the
Yep.
Bulls play. I was my favorite NBA guy was Dennis Rodman.
Oh my
Dennis
dude!
Rodman.
I knew I liked you.
Dennis Rodman was my favorite. I would watch when he was on the Spurs. When he came right from Detroit, he went to the Spurs. I would watch the Spurs play just to watch him rebound. Like
Yep.
he was
That's
so
right.
exciting to see how many rebounds he get like 30 a game or something crazy. But then he went to the Bulls, man, and they just rocked it.
I had just
he was there
shared,
for the three-peat at the end, and he won a championship with the Detroit too.
Yeah.
So and with the Lakers, I think too.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Dennis Rodman.
I think so. I think he's got
Maybe.
5. I think he's got 5. I think he was sitting on the bench for the Lakers when they won a
might
championship.
have been.
Maybe
I'm not
not.
sure
Maybe
exactly.
not. But
But he on Instagram does a Worm Wednesday,
oh, really?
where he just posts a highlight video every Wednesday and just
Okay.
calls it Worm Wednesday. And I share it to my Instagram story every
He's
single
so awesome.
Wednesday.
I love him, man. He back in the day when he put on a wedding dress and married himself or something. That was
I
I
love
mean,
the Worm.
out of all players, Dennis Rodman is the one that made you really think about it. You always thought of his name.
Yeah.
I mean, think about anyone else. Would you have thought about them if they wasn't
how do you
doing
become
what he did?
like nobody becomes famous like being a rebounder and like a defensive guy, but he was, and then the only guy that Michael Jordan wouldn't fuck with.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan was so hard on everybody else, but he didn't say anything to Rodman.
No.
Like he was not mess with Rodman at all. Rodman would come in, he would do his own thing. He didn't even
Godzilla
have
was
to.
a beast.
He didn't even have to go to the team meetings. He would just go in there and get on the
Yeah.
treadmill and then he was like always ready.
He posted something on his Instagram story where it was like an open forum where fans could comment.
Yeah,
He was asking for what he should color his hair next,
yeah.
and you could answer, and he would reply to you.
Oh wow.
And so I got on there and I said white with black spots,
Yeah.
and he slid up and replied. He goes, like one of them fire dogs. I'm like, Dennis Rodman don't know what a Dalmatian is. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, he probably didn't know how to spell it like
All
us.
he knows
He probably don't know how to
is
spell like me and you.
basketball.
He seems like a guy that's got dyslexia too.
What's your take on LeBron James? Like, I hate when everybody tries to compare him to Kobe and Jordan, and I'll tell you why. Like, of course, this younger generation is going to say,
Chris, you're gonna get me fired up.
but no, listen. Like I'm just saying, this younger generation, if you ask who's the GOAT, they're going to say LeBron. That's who they grew up watching. Me, I grew up watching Kobe. So of course, like there again, it all depends on who you ask.
So
So
here's the thing: when it comes to the GOAT, it's a glass ceiling, in my opinion. It's always Michael Jordan. It will always be Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
No one will ever, no matter how good you can come in and be twice as good as Michael Jordan, it won't matter. Once you break that glass ceiling, it's just like who's the greatest wrestler of all time? It's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
No matter how, if you were better than him, if you were better than him after, prior, same time,
Changed the game so
it
much.
doesn't matter. Once
Exactly.
you elevate the game and make it that big of a thing, like Hogan did for wrestling and like MJ did for basketball, you can't do it again.
Yeah.
And so for that reason, MJ is always the GOAT. But I will say, people who act like he's head and shoulders better than LeBron are on another planet. LeBron James is right. He is.
I mean,
He's just
right
a different.
there.
He's just a different style of player to me.
but
Like he's more of if Scottie Pippen had his own team, he's more of a Scottie Pippen kind of player
But it's
to
incredible
me.
to think about. I always compared him to Magic Johnson.
Yeah,
He
more
was
of a Magic Johnson guy.
He's the second coming, a leveled up version of Magic Johnson.
And Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen was more of a Magic Johnson
That's right.
but then
type
you
too, I
gotta
thought.
think a Magic Johnson version 2 just became the greatest scorer in history.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
we got
officially
some.
number 1. What's up?
John Gilbert said, "When I trained Taker, I love the Heat, brother."
What was it?
And John Gilbert said, "When I trained Taker, I love the Heat, brother.
Oh, he's talking about Hogan.
Yep.
Yeah,
But,
Hogan tried to bury Taker a couple times.
Kellin,
didn't he?
I can't agree with you when you say LeBron is right there.
He's right there.
And I'll tell you why. The as physical it was back when Jordan plays, the rules and the physicality now is a whole.
I think
different
Kobe's
ball
right.
Game, you know?
Kobe's right in the middle of
Did
that.
you see John Morant jump from the foul line and almost jump over LeBron James the
Yeah,
other
I've
day?
seen that. Yeah.
It was. I hate that. It's not a basketball play to try to do that to you. That's a whole nother thing. I'm not going to get into that. But
Yeah.
John Morant is out here jumping from the foul line. When Jordan played, you'd have been a god if you tried that play.
And he did.
And he did.
Yeah.
Now high schoolers are out here jumping from the foul line and dunking. Like it's a whole new
You know,
world.
Wilt and Wilt Chamberlain and Dr. J were doing that too before
Right.
Jordan. So
But my point is about the whole LeBron situation. Let's say you take LeBron in his prime. Let's say when he played for the Heat. You take LeBron in his prime and put him back in that era when it was more physical and the rules were.
He'd eat.
I doubt it.
He'd
oh,
chew
he's
everybody.
fucking
I
huge.
feel
He,
like
did.
he's
He
a freak.
would.
He's a freak.
Because it was more physical than it is back then.
Right,
But he's a freak because he's got all this nutrition and stuff that he can take now,
what
and
you
he's
don't
got
see
billions
is
of dollars
people
to take.
people rough LeBron up right now just like that. He's just so big, so strong, and so powerful that you can't. If he doesn't flop, you don't see it because he's so big. He can get punched in the mouth and keep going. If he doesn't throw his head back and flop, you'd have no idea he got it. That's why he flops and acts and does stuff because he had to learn how to do that because he's so big that physicality doesn't physically affect him. He still keeps going like it's nothing.
What about
Who's the new guy? Who is that?
Kellin,
Roger
That's
Strong.
Roger Strong. Whoa.
What?
Roger Strong's in AEW.
Kellin, what if you put LeBron in his prime and Jordan 1-on-1? I feel like Jordan would eat him up.
LeBron would eat his lunch.
Negative.
LeBron
would
would
eat
eat
Strong.
his lunch.
With LeBron,
Is that, Alex?
a 1-on-1.
Yeah, it was part of the Undisputed Era.
Okay.
Now he's in AEW with
That's I didn't know he got released or was
Me
granted.
either.
I knew he asked for it forever ago and they told him no, but
Andy, what was you saying about Kobe comparing to Jordan? You said he's right
I
up
think
there.
Kobe's in between Michael Jordan and LeBron. I think he's
And I'll
right
tell
there.
Kellin, and I'll tell you why I say Kobe's a GOAT, because he said that's who he molded his game. He studied Jordan on how he played,
Let
and,
me tell
and
you what.
he molded his game after Jordan. They're the same player. If you compare the pictures, he got the same fadeaway, the same jump shot, the same post moves, everything.
you want to hear my top five?
Top five.
You
Yeah, we
want my
want to hear
top
it.
five? Here we go.
Yep.
Wrestling too.
Oh, Jesus.
I
Yeah.
got you.
No, because then I'm going to expose myself as not knowing as much as I probably
go.
should.
No,
I'm
we
going to
won't.
leave people off. And
We
being
need-
like,
we need
what
that
about
too.
Bruno?
and
Yeah.
we'll be
Are
like,
you going by
okay,
players or positions?
what the hell did you
Players.
just say?
Players. I'm going by players. Now, this is all time. Top five. Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Can't dispute it. Number one, the GOAT. LeBron James. He is too good in too many statistical categories. You show me somebody that's top 10. I believe he's top 10. Someone can Google it and check. But he's like top 10 in almost every single stat. Like, it's insane what he's done. And he just broke Kareem's scoring record.
Yeah.
When Kareem did
I
that,
never thought anybody would do that.
I
nobody
didn't
thought that
either.
was capable. Anybody was capable of doing that. Number three, Kareem. He's right. He held the scoring title for so long. You want to talk about someone who dominated in high school, who dominated in college, who dominated in the NBA. Nobody got
He's
the
got
better
a
of
championship everywhere.
Well, when
Like,
you classes,
high
college
school,
everybody back then,
college.
of course.
Kareem. He won a championship at every possible level and was undefeated, period, until the pros.
yeah.
He's just on the level of elite that you just don't get to.
Yeah.
Number four, Bill Russell.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I am a big hater of 80s basketball. And to me, the 2000s are the best.
Yeah.
With Vince Carter, with Tracy McGrady, with a young LeBron,
Allen
with a young
Iverson.
Carmelo, with Allen Iverson. When you talk about like the top 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or however many you want to do of each position, it's crazy how many of them are all from the 2000s. Like if you look at power forwards, it's like, who's the GOAT power forward?
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan, 2000s. Who's number 2?
I'd say Dirk.
2000s. Who's number 3?
Paul Gasol.
2000s. Who's number 4?
Scottie Pippen was a power forward. wasn't
Sometimes, but mainly small forward.
Exactly.
Kevin Garnett,
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
2000s.
Yes.
I think
Karl
I
Malone.
don't think he's as good
Karl
as
Malone should have been up there ahead, and he was '90s. He retired in the early 2000s. He played with Shaq.
Karl
and Kobe.
Malone was a beast.
He should have been number 1 or number 2. But everybody else in that top 5, all 2000s. It's
That's right.
insane how many people from the 2000s are in top 5. Back to the list. I hate on the 2000s or the 80s and 90s a lot because I shared a lot of JJ Redick sentiments that there's a lot of milkmen
I
running
hated
around.
that guy.
Yeah.
I
A
hate
lot of
that
mailmen
guy.
running around. And granted, I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from. I know that's an unfair opinion, but there's a lot of truth to that. Where there was not much depth on these teams. You get past the top 2-3 guys, and it's just people who probably shouldn't have been in the pros.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's just how these teams were made up back then. But Bill Russell could have been an Olympic athlete in any sport he chose. And
exactly.
was. He was a world champion, like long jumper or something, or pole vaulter.
He's a monster,
He
man.
was a beast. And on top of that, having the most championships ever, like you
But
can't discredit him the way
what
that
if those
I discredit
guys-
like a Will.
What if some of those older guys had the nutrition and the training and the doctors?
Man.
That's the big thing. My
What
friend,
if a Kareem Abdul?
I've got Chris reeling over there.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
he-
she's got him reeling. I thought my basketball takes had him
Jade
reeling.
Cargill.
Yeah, your basketball takes are spot on.
But the doctors and the training and the nutrition and stuff, that is
Yeah.
the big thing. It's really hard to judge someone like Wilt, who was smoking a pack of Camels before every game.
Yeah, yeah. Or
What?
Kareem
That hook shot
Abdul-Jabbar.
he
He had,
did, it was
or
unstoppable.
Larry Bird. Larry Bird had back problems. If Larry Bird could have got
Some medical attention. That is the Achilles heel in my argument that my friend always brings up. That yes, that's something that you could flip it around and be like, well, what if they had these doctors? How great could they be? But Bill Russell, you can't argue with all them championships.
no, what 12,
right.
13?
8, I think it was.
I
Exactly.
thought it was a lot.
No,
more
no,
than
no,
that,
no,
right?
no.
No, it was 8.
It was 8.
No, he has more than that.
I think
It's
it's
the
more
Boston
than that.
Celtics fan sitting right here. The only reason I know is because we did a 2K league,
Let's check it out.
and I almost broke his
He's
record
got
with
12
Kevin
rings.
Garnett.
He's got 12.
Yeah, he's got 12.
Yeah.
One is a coach, I think.
Oh, well, I'm not talking about coaching and stuff. I'm talking about
but-
NBA.
but-
Oh, he's a player
championship.
coach.
Look at Phil Jackson. He's got all them as
Yeah,
five
you're right.
with the Lakers, 6 with the Bulls with Jordan, and then I think like 2 as a player. So yeah. Because he won 5. Wait, he won 3, and then the 2 years Kobe was by himself.
How many rings Bill Russell got? Somebody tell us. Come on.
We're
12.
telling it's right here. It's looking.
I think it's 12. Have you seen the thing on Netflix?
The more
about
you're
the-
saying it could be 12 because I remember him having one
Yep.
for every finger with a couple double.
Oh, someone's calling.
Oh God, someone's here to talk about my basketball takes.
Yes.
You're on the podcast.
Oh, never mind.
We're talking about basketball.
So I'll call you when you're on the podcast.
Hey, hey, do you know how many championships Bill Russell has?
I think hold on, let me see. I think it's 11 though. But I don't know.
I think it's
Yeah,
12.
I might have been wrong with the 8.
Yeah.
Maybe 8 is how many I got in that league. I just remember having to Google it all the time, and I almost broke his
No,
record. with
11
PG.
11-time NBA champion.
And that's on the court, not counting players coaching. And
11-time NBA champion. And then it's
Plus the
five
coach one.
it was.
5-time NBA most valuable player, 12-time NBA All-Star, NBA All-Star Game MVP in '63, 3 times All NBA first team.
We were all off by a little bit. None of us were spot on.
Exactly. Did you know though that the NBA logo of the man with the
Jerry
basketball
West.
is Jay West?
Yes,
Yep.
sir. Well, number 5 was Kobe.
Damn
Number
straight.
5 is Kobe.
Which Kobe? I like Kobe 24 better because I feel like
Yeah,
24 he was a more mature
Yeah.
but
Who's on the line? We got a caller.
We got
Oh, it's my son.
his son
Oh.
Noodles.
I was about to be like, we gotta quit talking
Hey.
That
about
was my-
basketball.
John
We got a
Gilbert.
That was my
caller.
son.
John
He
Gilbert
wanted-
told Chris they all suck. Shut up, Chris. About when he was listed off basketball.
you're done.
You're done, John Gilbert. You're,
You're done.
That's his favorite saying.
Wait, no,
You
better,
know that?
better yet, you're zigzag. You're done. You're completely done.
Yeah.
You're
Kobe
learning.
was 5.
You're
Kobe's number 5 for me.
damn straight.
Oh, Kobe was awesome, man. His
I'd say-
killer instinct. He's the Mamba. He's just, his killer instinct.
And so my top 2.
But you know the thing that I don't like about LeBron is he's lost as many. He's lost in the finals as many times as he's won. You know.
Well, you got to look at the teams that have beaten him. I mean, you're talking about the greatest team like Golden State Warriors and stuff like
Yep.
that.
Yeah,
You're
but
talking about Tim Duncan's Spurs.
yeah.
Like just
But Jordan didn't let nobody beat him. He played with Malone. He played against Malone. He played against Barkley. He played against all those guys.
That's my point. Like Jordan as a player wise, like in the point that he was making, Jordan was a better player because he never lost when it comes to them big games.
well, the
Kobe
thing
only
that I
lost one
saw,
time in the finals.
This guy was talking about the super teams of the '90s. He goes, "Who are they?" I can't remember the third, but I remember the Pistons
Yeah.
with Isaiah Thomas.
Uh-huh.
I remember the Celtics. They were still around for like the early half of the '90s. They didn't fade out right away at the end of the '80s. They were there for the first little bit, still winning and stuff. And there was a third
Houston, maybe.
I think it might
Houston
have been
Rockets.
Houston.
They had a Hakeem Olajuwon one.
They all ate. No, it wasn't because they won while he was gone.
Yeah, they won while he was gone. They won two times, maybe?
They all ate on Michael Jordan's watch. They all got rings. Pistons knocked them out. They got their rings.
That was before Jordan got Scottie Pippen.
Well, yeah, but losses are losses.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You still get them.
Yeah, but he never lost in the. He never went
Like
to.
that-
He never went to a game 7.
They want to act like his time with the Wizards didn't happen. You know what his last stats were at the same age that LeBron is in that season with the Wizards?
Yeah, but
Like 2 points.
But
imagine
that's
if-
not the same player though.
imagine if Jordan had.
LeBron at the same age dropped 30.
Imagine if Jordan had the medicine stuff that
Yes,
LeBron
yes,
has.
that is
Oh my
is
God.
facts, exactly facts.
that is
That makes a big difference.
that's a big factor. I ain't got nothing for
I mean,
that. That's a big
I
one.
don't know. What's LeBron on?
Granted, if Jordan had that medicine, but also if LeBron's biggest challenge was Stockton and Malone,
No, it wouldn't.
if that's the toughest team that, like I'm saying, if you
Malone.
flipped them,
Fuck
if
God,
Jordan
Malone was-
had LeBron's medicine, and then if LeBron faced Stockton and Malone and didn't have to worry about Steph Curry,
I don't know. Like you kind of say the Stockton and Monroe. Like
I say the
that-
Celtics.
who was the next best?
Celtics.
Exactly.
They were
You
good
got
though.
Robert-
You got Robert Parrish. You got Danny Ainge. You got.
They were on the
you
way
got
out, though.
Larry Bird, but
They
still.
were only there for the beginning, and those
Yeah.
years you just said didn't count as Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how he didn't have Pippen and stuff, and you all tried to act like those didn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay, well look at all the people that LeBron's had. The only good player he had his first year was Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
And he took him to the finals.
Facts, but,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
then when he left and went to
And it took Tim Duncan and the Spurs to beat him.
when he left and went to Miami,
He's a beast. I'm not telling you, he's a
uh,
beast. He is a beast.
When he left and then went to Miami, he had Chris Bosh already an all-star, Dwayne Wade an all-star. He really didn't need Ray Allen to do nothing but shoot.
Well,
That's
there's good and the bad with the Heat. Dwayne Wade was already on the decline. He had his knee injury. He wasn't horrible. He
They
was
were
very
still
good.
all-stars, though.
He was still all Yes,
Yeah.
you are correct. But he was not the first option player anymore. He blew out his knee with Shaq. He had those bad years with Michael Beasley and all of them. He was not the Flash anymore
No.
whenever LeBron got there.
What about
Exactly.
Chris Bosh was a shell of the Toronto. Now, a lot of that was deferring. It wasn't necessarily that he was worse. It was that he had to do less. He had to fill out a role. But Bosh did less than Toronto Raptors Bosh.
Well, what about when he come back to Cleveland? He had Kyrie Irving, another All-Star, one of the best point guards in my opinion in the league right now. He had Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, an All-Star, Tristan Thompson. All them teams he was stacked and loaded. With,
They won a
with All-Star.
championship.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, is Kevin Love a Hall of Famer?
but he's an All-Star.
Probably
Is he
will
a Hall
be.
of Famer?
Probably will be.
Neither is
Maybe.
Kyrie. Neither
It
is
would
Kyrie
take a
Irving.
long time.
Yeah,
But you
take
take-
him a long
but you
time.
take
Yes,
Kyrie-
He
right.
ain't no first ballot Hall of Famer.
But you take Kyrie Irving off that Cleveland team, LeBron would have nobody.
I don't think
They
Kyrie's going
did
to be
take
a Hall of
Kyrie
Famer
Irving.
either.
They did take Kyrie Irving off that Cleveland
You think
team.
he's a Hall of Famer?
Kyrie and Love were hurt the one year they went to the finals and lost to the Warriors. He took that team to the
By
finals with
himself?
Matthew Dellavedova starting at point guard.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He's a beast, man. You
I
can't
can
tell
defend.
him.
I can defend LeBron. I've done my homework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know about
Exactly.
LeBron.
LeBron's awesome.
There's
He
a lot of
really
people
is.
that detract
He's
from
not
what
the
LeBron
goat.
does.
He's not the goat. But the people that want to act like he's number 3, 4, or what Skip Bayless said, if he wins a ring this year, he'll break his top 8. Get the hell out of here!
You know-
break your
I
top
know,
8.
right?
You know who?
He's number 2.
You know. So you know how you say yours is Jordan
Mhm.
and LeBron. You know who my 1 and 2 is?
I'm guessing Jordan and Kobe.
But I'm not going to say 2 is Kobe simply because of the fact he's my favorite and he's the GOAT. And I'll tell you why he's my number 2. Because nobody has that mentality to win when the game is on the line and make that last second shot like Kobe and Jordan.
Oh, is Kobe number 2?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
LeBron don't have that mentality.
I just can't put Kobe over Bill Russell or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar
Exactly.
I just think he's an all-around better
or
player.
LeBron. I think those 3 guys are just better. And then at the 5 and 6, I think Kobe and Magic Johnson are interchangeable.
Because Jordan and Kobe are the same shooting guard. Or the same, yeah.
Well, John Gilbert disagrees. He says Kobe was trash.
John Gilbert, I disown you. We are no longer friends.
Kobe's
Kobe
never
was great.
trash.
Of my top 5, of my 5 that I named,
Yeah.
I would take Kobe first. He's my favorite out of that 5.
Oh yeah, he's my
number
favorite.
one.
My all-time favorite player is Steve Nash. Phoenix boy.
Mm-hmm.
I
Hey,
love
Steve
the
Nash,
Suns.
Love Steve Nash.
Sean Marion.
That's my boys right there. But if I had to pick somebody out of my own top 5, like if I had the number 1 pick of the draft and I would pick Kobe. I'd pick Kobe.
We talk about the
Definitely.
Suns. Don't sleep on Kevin Durant. When he's healthy, bro, a healthy
Boy,
Kevin
don't
Durant.
sleep on my boy Devin Booker. That's who you shouldn't sleep
Oh,
on.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Devin Booker is a Kentucky guy too.
I know,
Jay
but-
just beat Tyra.
Bro, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
bro.
she's always beaten
Kevin
somebody.
Durant, so you
She's
gotta
already
get,
beat her before.
She's always beat that
my,
once.
like
I
my
Oh,
mean,
she beats everybody.
Like
At
my
this
thing
time-
with Kevin Durant, he's 6'10" and can play like a guard, bro.
She's never gonna
Facts.
win this,
Yep.
but does she?
Facts.
They're turning Jay. They're gonna turn Jay.
she's won. She's beaten damn near everyone.
They're gonna change her face, ain't they? Because look at her.
Aubrey Edwards was about to
They
get.
just turned her heel.
She's about to get
Jay's
Glam
turning
slammed.
face, ain't she?
But yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Kellin, on your picks.
I
All great
appreciate
team.
that.
All of them are great team members. And people are wrong when they try to discredit LeBron James because his accolades speak for themselves.
Anybody who wants to tear down LeBron James is either a hater of the current NBA or they're a Jordan fanboy. Those are your choices.
Exactly.
I'm a Kobe.
Right, but you were even talking about how you don't like you were talking about how it was so physical back in the
Well,
day.
it was compared to now, yes.
I mean, yes and no. Like they're still physical today. They
And
just
the
do it
rules
within
were
the
a lot
rules.
different.
Everybody. This seems like everybody in the NBA now are just pure athletes, like just jacked, pure athletes. They got so much.
We were never friends, bud. That's what John Gilbert said to you.
I will, John. The more haters, the better. That's just gonna motivate me even more. So,
Oh wow!
yeah.
You and him should have a match.
So
Shoot, I wouldn't recommend it. Big John's a big boy. He
Yeah, he's
He put,
big.
he put Johnny's head in the toilet last time he was here.
He did.
Did he really?
Yeah, it made my hair grow
Oh, the
out.
time before that,
So
the
I
first
put it
time he
underneath
was
this hat right now.
Yeah.
He gave me a swirly and my hair grew. So right now I got it up to his hat right here.
Sucked it out.
But
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah.
you know what? That's what a hater's job to do is to always fucking hate on somebody. Excuse my language, but that's what a hater's job is to do.
Oh wow.
They always got some negative shit to say to
But
somebody.
how's he actually a hater? Because he's not exactly express a hater's style towards you. Everyone knows when a hater's a hater, they're gonna just bombard you with hate comments and hatred all
All he
day.
did was say he doesn't like Kobe.
He's just messing with you.
That's true.
He's just messing with you, Chris. He don't take everything personal. Don't take anything personal
I'm
to
just
say on this
saying,
podcast.
That's that. I'm not just talking about him. In general, you said the only people that hate on LeBron are haters or are big Jordan fans.
So let's get back to Legends Never Die, guys.
Yeah, let's get back to. Sorry about the basketball rant.
No, it's
No,
okay.
I
It's
like that
podcast.
basketball.
That's just-
Basketball talk's good.
It's just my second love. I love
Hey,
the NBA.
we talk basketball, we talk paranormal, we talk spirituality on here. It's okay to have
We
either
have
basketball mention.
we have wrestlers on. We love wrestling, but we talk everything. We talk normal stuff. We want to. Everybody wants to know. Like this is the kind of forum when
Oh, someone's calling.
that was Big John. I
I hope
think.
it's Big John. I hope it's Big John.
Oh,
Nice guy in the podcast. Who we have?
Hey, it's Big John.
What's up, Big John?
John.
I think you hurt Chris's feelings.
Oh, did I?
Aw.
I don't care one bit.
You know what, John? I feel this. Feelings mutual. I don't care either. So
Uh-oh.
My feelings aren't hurt, so it don't matter to me if you do or don't, bud.
That's true.
Hey, you're going to be down there at Legends Never Die too, right?
Yeah, I'm in that big monster ball match.
God,
Damn, that's
wow.
gonna be a damn good match.
Who are the other three in there, Big John?
Oh,
No, one's Nate.
He's not.
Nate Gnarly.
He's not doing any scouting on this.
Well, it just got changed.
Nate. Yeah, I was wrestling DC, and then it just got changed, and now it's Nate Gnarly, DC, me, and one other guy.
Well, how does that change? Like, since they changed it, how does that change your preparation for the match, Big John?
Well, you went from a 6-man to this.
Yeah, I originally was in a 6-man, so I was, I'm used to tag team wrestling. Me, Gaston, and Frank Bernard, we ransacked Outlast a few times, but hey, that's for another talk.
We won that match.
But anyways, so I'm pretty experienced in tag team, So then I went to singles against DC, which is nothing. I compete super heavyweight matches all the time. And now I got changed to Monsters Ball. So now, I've got to watch a lot of Terry Funk and Mick Foley, guys like that, and really understand hardcore wrestling.
That's
and
good.
It's a fatal 4-way.
Hell yeah! I guess you're going to come out on top on that, right?
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah, we wouldn't.
No question there.
We wouldn't see it any other way, man.
Hey, you know what?
Right.
You know what? One of your opponents gonna be inside the studio tomorrow. Nate Gnarly.
Yeah, Nate Gnarly.
Yeah.
I've wrestled Nate a few times.
Yeah, Nate's tough, man. Nate's tough.
Yeah, he's a tough little guy.
Yeah, little guy.
James Weber said, "You know who's a hater? Jake Torrance."
Yeah. What do you think about
Whoa.
What do you think about that match?
Listen, Jake's my boy. Jake
Since
is my
freaking
boy.
when?
Since always, since he accepted me into Outlast.
Oh wow.
Oh, you don't remember Outlast 747, do you, Kellin?
I remember it.
Oh wow. Tell us about
Yeah.
this.
I mean, it was nothing special. I just went up to.
Yeah,
I
like
just
it's
went
this
up to
big
Jake.
grand story. It was like, oh yeah,
That's
that
nothing
was nothing.
special.
I seen the
I
picture
just
of
went
him.
up to Jake one day and was like, "Hey, I want to be an Outlast." He was like, "All right, Outlast 747." I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Hell yeah.
And then he walked away and it never got brought up again.
and,
Yeah, I
he,
never got brought again until now.
and he shared a ring with Franklin Bernard. Cause I seen the pictures.
Big John, I have a question. What made you want to change from it? Because I remember you at 747. What made you want to change from 747 to Big John Gilbert now?
So it was actually Jake Christ. He actually told me that you can't sell people a character if you don't believe it yourself.
Right.
What the fuck is 747? It's a airplane. I'm not an airplane.
Right.
So it's like, how am I going to make the fans believe? Hey, I'm this big bad motorcycle dude named after an airplane. If I don't believe it myself,
That sounds like something Shaq would say.
I mean, there's still
Big Shaq 747.
there's still
Shaq's not an airplane.
yeah. There's still a little 747 in there, right?
yeah, there's a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. He
But
didn't
I'm just
change.
more of myself now.
It's not a change, Chris. It's kind of like an evolve.
It's an evolution.
Evolution. He evolved in
much
something
like
else.
like myself, John had to go out and find who he was.
Yeah, he
Outside
evolved.
of that
Exactly.
identity, and he's doing a wonderful job, and he's one of the best big men, one of the best talents in the Midwest.
Badass.
John, like I was saying,
He's one of our favorites.
the first time I ever seen you wrestle for 747 was actually a former Gen Next show in Cynthiana City Hall. I think it was some kind of like the Gen Next Rumble or something.
I think so too.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm trying to remember because I remember City Hall. I came out and I helped Gaston in the ladder match,
Yeah.
and then I wrestled Outlast and
Nate.
Outlast and Nate Gnarly at City Hall, and that's the only 2 matches I did at City Hall.
Yeah.
My bad.
I did.
I thought it was a Gen
I
Next
wrestled
Rumble.
Zodi. I wrestled a Zodi a bunch in Maysville, and then I wrestled Larry D in Moorhead.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that the 1 year show, the anniversary show?
No.
Yeah, no.
So
I'm horrible with timelines too.
We see you in the gym all the time on Facebook,
He
John.
be hitting them weights.
Be hitting those weights. Tell us how much your body's changed since you started this business.
So when I first started, I was 450 pounds. And I hadn't worked out in years since football. And so then the past 2 to 3 years, I really focused on dieting and really started working out. I've lost around 80 pounds of body fat, and then I've gained a ton of muscle. So
what's that done from you from going 450 to what you are now?
oh, it's so much better. I have so many. So I can't really go into details because it's not.
Yeah.
You know, the guy don't want me going out, but I can tell you, like, there's some special stuff coming up this fall.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Some really special stuff.
Well, we're looking forward to it, and you can announce anything you want to announce on the podcast. You're a great friend of ours. We appreciate you.
Oh yeah, I appreciate y'all, except for that scumbag Kellin Craven.
Damn, I thought you were gonna say Chris Blade or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But
Oh well, Chris is a scumbag too. You know, the only really person I like there is Andy.
Yeah.
You know, Johnny's a piece of crap. Kellin, you know, jeez, you can find somebody better than that on a street
What
corner.
about-
And Chris, you know,
What about Andrew?
other than outlaw.
What about Andrew?
Andrew never shows up. He's too scared.
yeah,
He's also dealing with his grandma right now.
his grandma's down hurt right
Yeah,
now. So if you can, at some point say hi to him or something and cheer him up because he's kind of down in the dumps right now. Shout out to Andrew Dew Browning's grandmother. We've been praying for you, and hopefully she gets better soon.
That's right.
Yeah.
Listen, the whole Whataburger story too. Like none of that would have happened if it wasn't for Kellin's bitch ass.
What the hell did
Okay, we would
I
have-
do?
Listen, we would have had an amazing trip to Texas. Me and Marty were going down. You know, we're two gym guys, so we're trying to watch what I eat. Kellin's in the back seat, falling asleep on the way down there, mind you, falling asleep.
Repeatedly.
I'm trying to stay awake. You know, Marty's up here like we're playing board games and all this shit. Kellin's in the
While
back,
you're
falling
driving,
asleep.
you're playing board games.
Regardless. And so Kellin's like, oh, we got to go to Whataburger. We got to go to Whataburger. So then on the way back, you know, I get pulled over. I don't have a headlight. We get pulled over. Luckily, the cop's a wrestling fan. He lets us off. And then we have to find a Whataburger for Kellin. So we do. And, man, we order our food, and we pull up to the window, and the dude up there tells us that we make them bitches fresh. And we have to
He
pull
lied
up.
to you. Hey, I like Whataburger too, man. I always had a good time at Whataburger.
Whataburger fucking sucks,
Dog,
dude.
it was
is
that
the most
one.
mid-ass burger I've ever had in my
Well, that
life.
one sucked, but when I was in Houston,
No,
I liked
no,
it.
I've been to two. I've been to two in Texas. They both are mediocre.
Really? Okay.
Big John, you like Five
And it-
Guys? That's my favorite burger place.
Whataburger sucks.
I like Five
No,
Guys.
man, I don't like Five Guys.
Okay.
At the same
I
time?
like In-N-Out. In-N-Out is
Five
pretty
Guys
good.
in and out.
This is getting to be something we don't want to talk about.
I imagine saying that sentence afterwards. Five Guys, in and out.
So how was this Kellin's fault again? Because he had to have Whataburger?
Yeah, and the tire wouldn't have blown if we didn't stop at Whataburger. We wouldn't have. I wouldn't have had to contact Whataburger management and get a free meal.
Did they give you a free
Okay.
meal?
Dude, they told me to bring the receipt and I'll get it for free. That was $50. That was $50 a Whataburger I'm getting for free.
And then you're going to have to complain when you go back and get the free food. You're going to have to complain again.
They forgot my damn brownie again.
Again, motherfuckers. Hey.
I'm gonna have to carve out 3 hours of my schedule just to wait for it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man, we got Anthony Presley calling.
Oh, my boy.
Oh, we got someone wanting to call in.
Hey,
Oh.
John, I'm going to take this.
Hey,
okay?
y'all have a good one.
Later,
All
bro.
right.
Yeah,
You
y'all
too,
have
buddy.
a good one.
What's up, Anthony?
Hey, I lost you. I was in the country and lost you earlier.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, I just figured you was busy, and we did lose each other. Me and Anthony was on a phone earlier today, guys.
Oh,
Nice,
gotcha.
nice.
Oh, y'all on the podcast now?
Yeah, we're on the podcast right now.
Oh, okay. I'm on my way back from work in Lexington, so just thought I'd holler back at you.
All right, well, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. You got anything to tell us about?
No, I mean, we got a big show coming up. It's coming up this Sunday. We got Moose, former TNA heavyweight champion Moose. We got him coming in. We've got Jay Lethal will be here. It's his birthday weekend, so it's going to be a celebration for him too.
Okay.
And he'll be in a match.
He
So
must
he'll
like
be
you. He
here.
must like you a lot to want to spend his birthday
Damn
with you,
straight.
Anthony.
Man, I'm telling you, he's excited about it.
Heck
He
yeah.
told me he was excited about coming in for his birthday.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, we're gonna all sing happy birthday to him, and
And
so
you
it's a great time. That
You got a new X Division champ.
yeah, Marty Clay's killing it. Yeah, he kind of was was a beneficiary of Troy Parker coming out and blindsiding Dustin Jackson before the match even really got underway, and it took him out of the match in a triple threat match, and Marty ended up winning the belt without Dustin even really losing. But he won the belt. Like, he's on fire right now.
Yeah, he's
That's right.
he's one of our favorites, man. We always we love Marty when he comes into the studio. And you guys,
Yeah.
are you guys going to be a part of the big show this weekend? Legends Never Die.
Yeah, Dustin Jackson is supposed to be defending our upstart title on that show. So that'll be a good thing. Yeah, and he as long as he ain't too hurt from Troy Parker beatdown, but I mean he should be there. He should be there wrestling and defending that belt for us and for a good cause for Larry D. So I implore people, wrestling fans, to go out and watch that.
That's right.
Tonight they made Max called us and they told us a big match that they changed the match. The main event match is Kellin Craven versus
Jake Torrance.
Jake Torrance for the Generation Next Pro Wrestling heavyweight title.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
That's big news, huh?
So Kellen's in the studio with us right now, and he's getting a chance to get a shot at that Generation Next Pro Wrestling title.
That's awesome. Well, we love Kellin Craven. He's a New South wrestling talent as well. And then if you're on our shows, you got to be talented. So he definitely got that in spades. And we hope he does real well.
That's right.
Well, we're gonna end the show there, Anthony. I'm glad you called us here at the end and put in. It's always great to hear from you. And we're going to let you go, okay? Thank you very much.
All right. You guys stay nice.
You too, brother.
Later, Anthony.
Later.
All right. See you guys.
That was Anthony Presley from New South Wrestling. He's one of my good friends. We were talking earlier today, so he called me back when he got back from doing what he was doing. So, but at this time, we're almost on here for 2 hours. I got like 4 minutes left. At this time, we let everybody say their ending credits, and I'm going to let Johnny Lee go first.
What up, what up? I just want to say thank you, Kellin Craven, for coming into the studio finally.
Of course.
I want to thank the fans that tuned in tonight. Jake Torrance, you shouldn't have called. Negative.
Yeah, you should not have called.
And Chris Blade, I want to thank you for coming in. Amity, always a pleasure.
Yep.
And stay nice.
Go ahead, Chris.
I just want to thank Kellin for being a guest, because we've tried to get you on for a while and it's obviously been hard, but thank you for coming. And I want to thank Johnny, because without him, this podcast wouldn't be what it is. Because he just works his ass off at what he does all these bookings and stuff. And I want to thank Andy for having me, being a Roman reporter, being a part of the podcast. But most importantly, we want to thank you fans every week for tuning in, guys. I cannot stress it enough. Every week, without you all, there's so many fans to name. I can't name everybody, but without you all, we could not do what we do. Thank you all so much.
Kellin, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, first and foremost, I've just got to thank you all for having me. And not just for having me, but for everything you do for Kentucky professional wrestling. And even beyond, I think y'all even left the state a couple times. It's just what you all do, the attention you draw to professional wrestling in this area is, it can't be overstated. And you guys are always there. Every show I'm on, every single one of them, you guys are set up with your podcast area, ready to interview people, just wanting to get the word out, just wanting to put as many eyes on professional wrestling as possible. And it means a lot. As somebody this is my first time here, I have no preconceived notions about you all besides what I see at shows and the passing conversations. Nice to meet you all. Good, thanks for coming. Hey Chris, here's your hug. This is my first time ever really getting to sit down and talk with you all for a long time, and just know that everybody involved in the business is aware of you all and appreciates the platform that you provide for professional wrestlers and for local companies, businesses, everything. We all appreciate you guys, and it really is an honor. You know, it sounds cliche, but it really is to finally be here, to be a part of this, to sit in this chair, to be able to talk to the people. And this Saturday night is another honor. And the chance to honor Larry D, to give back to somebody who has given so much. I can't say that enough. That's really the tagline of this entire event, to give back to someone that has given so much, because he has given so much to this business, so much to the state, so much to professional wrestling as a whole, so much to everything. And to be able to come together and have this show for him this Saturday night in Cynthiana, Kentucky. When did pre-show is 6:30, right?
Yep.
Doors
I
open
think so.
around like 7:10, 7:15.
Yep. I
That's
think
when
it may be 7:30.
Yeah, something like that.
7:30,
yeah,
I
you
think
could
it
be
opens
right. At just the City Hall gym, man, it's going to be an incredible night of professional wrestling bonding together to help bring a brother up who needs us the most. And Jake Torrance, you know, we spent the majority of this podcast talking about me and Jake Torrance and our just blood feud that's going into this Saturday. And now the icing on top of the cake, the extra incentive that we didn't even need. Now we're main event. Now it's for the Gen Next World title. Kellin, Craven, Jake Torrance, Outlast implodes. Live this Saturday night. Legends Never Die. Cynthiana, Kentucky, City Hall Gym. 6:30, doors open. It's going to be one hell of a weekend. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Damn
you.
straight.
Thank you for the kind words, Kellin. We appreciate you coming on the podcast. And, you know, it did take a while for you to get here, but I couldn't imagine a better time for you to come on the podcast when we had the announcement of you being in the main event. So I think everything just always works out for the best. I want to thank Maxx Sledd for calling us in and giving us that big scoop on the Nice Guy Indie podcast. We appreciate everything that that everybody does, and we appreciate all the love. Guys, if you love the podcast, get on the Facebook, and if you can, it's a $5 subscription to the Nice Guy Indie podcast Facebook page. It would help us so much if you guys gave us the $5 a month to help pay for the podcast. If we got about 200 subscribers, we would be in such great position to give you guys more and give you more skits. And we can come to more of the podcast. We can come to more of the shows. Right now, we're limited to coming to the shows, but and we need new equipment. We, none of us get paid for this.
To the page.
None of us get paid for this, guys. We all do this for free, and just like a bunch of the wrestlers, So, but we will be down at the Legends Never Die this weekend down there for the show for Larry D and his family, especially his family. Larry's gave so much, but it's about his family too. So, his dad's going through some stuff with some cancer. So everybody send out prayers that way. If you can't give us money, you can't come to the show, please send prayers that way to these guys. Shout out to Andrew Duke Brown and his grandmother. His grandmother's, she had a bad fall, and everybody needs to pray for her because I don't know what Andrew's going to do without if something happens to her. So everybody, much love to Andrew Duke Brown, and he's been a part of the podcast since close to the beginning, and I want to thank Johnny Lee for everything he does. Thanks Chris Blade for coming on. Guys, get on the Facebook and go look at Royal Dark, and for all your internet gaming needs from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning. Those guys stay up late for you. And Royal Lex, tell them Nice Guy Indie Podcast sent you, and they'll give you $5 in free play. And Bucks a Mug Catering. Go to those guys if you need some catering done, and go over to Facebook and check out if you guys need some bundles, some hair extensions, because our friend Teddy Bear on the Bundle Bank, and she's got great hair weaves and wigs for you guys. So that's Fake Gutta's little lady, and we like to we like to support everybody that's been on the podcast. So, and those guys took out their time, and Slime Bucci and all those guys. So, check out Bobby Blades.
Also wrestling fans.
Yeah, they're big at wrestling fans too. Check out Bobby Blades' YouTube channel, and check out Nice Guy Indie Podcast on YouTube. And give us a subscription, guys. Give us a subscribe. Bobby Blade's trying to get 1,000 subscribers. He's close. Guys, we need to get on there and support Bobby Blade. He doesn't do that for money at all either. He does it for the love of the game, and he's been out to the wrestling events. So he just
He just was a commentator just now at New South Wrestling.
He was commentating down at New South Wrestling. Check out New South Wrestling this week, this Sunday, guys. They got Moose and Jay Lethal, and it's Jay Lethal's birthday. So check out their big show down there this weekend. And if you're not having fun,
Wait. I got something to say. Send prayers for Bobby Blade because that damn Easter Bunny was trying to bite his head, but now Ricky the Rodent tried to bat his head off.
Got a problem with animals, doesn't he?
Yeah.
he does.
Yes, he does.
By the way, he
Damn
loves Disneyland. I forgot that he loves
That's
Disneyland.
right.
Damn mouse.
So
You were saying, Andy?
if you're not having fun,
You're not getting none. Damn straight.
That ain't what your mama said.
Nice Guy Andy Podcast.
Skullface Records.
Yeah.
That ain't what your mama said.
Anyways,
If he keeps popping off at the mouth, I'm gonna be his dad.
Ooh, yeah! Oh, dear Lord.
That's right.
this is a Zodiac. I'm telling you
Take
now,
pictures with you,
meditate,
too.
elevate,
Houses
and
of
dominate. Do it with the Nice Guy Andy Podcast.
Hell yeah. Thanks, man.
Anyways,
talking about the match.
you guys go on your little rinky-dink bullshit podcast.
He's trying to talk shit, and we won that match.
You gonna be able to drive home after because I seen you getting all emotional and crying. You gonna be able to drive home?
Yeah, I'm good.
After